Be live everywhere now. How we doing this morning? Good, Fred. What's up, Panda, Creation Nation, Cobra, Ducks? Good, Logan. So we knew, yeah, I did. I made a short yesterday about everything. Pretty crazy stuff going on the alpha, I'm sure. Maybe we will get to see an open version, perhaps. But yeah, I did see that the alpha was being tested on yesterday. Pretty crazy. But hopefully we can get to see something on there for ourselves soon. Would be cool. GTA 6 trailer dropped. Oh boy, crazy. Yo, what's good, Explosives? How you doing, bro? But yeah, man, wild stuff. I don't really care about the who cares about GTA 6 trailer, chat. We got Foraging or some form of update on 1.21 on the alpha yesterday that we didn't even get to actually see, but we know it happened. We know it happened. But crazy stuff. Guessing you saw my age. Got that in 20 minutes? Of course you did. Of course you did. Bro dropped 2 god rolls in 20 minutes, and I've never dropped one on a good piece. Crazy. Alessandro. Every song ever. Real and true. Let's see. Do this. There we go. Alright, let me turn the audio down a bit. Do that. Mess with my head. Alright. But today we are going to be doing some farming. Again. So our goal today is to get a potato level. So we're going to try and get to potato 41 today. And then tomorrow we'll be trying to get to 42 or 43. I might do some farming off camera and get to 42 off camera, and then we'll go for 43. But yeah, we're going to be trying to max garden this week. That is the goal. We are trying to max garden as soon as possible. So if we can get it done this week, that would be epic. And then we can focus full time on dungeons and Kudra. And those are the only 2 things we'll have left. So it's going to be pretty crazy shenanigans. It's probably going to take a while. Blast Prot 6. Gross. Disgusting. But yeah, we're just going to try and go ahead and get all the farming stuff out of the way. That's my plan. So then we won't have to worry about whether or not Finnegan gets elected. The only thing that will really change what I do is if we get Cole with Fiesta or if we get Diana. Those are like the 2 things that would make me do something other than dungeons. But other than that, we're pretty much set. So, Blast Prot 6, gross. Get that garbage out of here. Run it back. Yo, what's good, Replays? How you doing, bro? But yeah. For Infernal Kudra, I'll try and run some, but that's gonna be after we max tank levels. So that's probably gonna be another month because I gotta do like 300 tank runs. So it'll be a while. Yo, what's good, Nick? How you doing this morning? Max garden will be nice. Never to do garden again. Yeah, it'll be a grind this week because I calculated it. It's gonna take me about 27 hours of farming to max garden. But I mean, that's not too crazy, I guess. Is Mushroom Cow better than Elephant? Yes, for money it is better. For what's it called? Contests, it is worse until you get to like 1100 magical power or something like that. But yo, what's good, Cartoons? How you doing this morning? I am doing great. Thank you for asking. Got spring boots on the Iron Man. I'm good and completed my first bingo card. Let's go. GG. Building a Lego set. Yo. What Lego set we building? I haven't built a Lego set in a while, dude. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. Yo, what's good, Pirate? What's good, Hermos? How you doing? How's it going? How's it going? Building a Lego set. It's a F1 car. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think the last one I built was... I think it was flowers. It was like... one of my buddies bought one. Like, we just, you know, 20-year-olds, we just go to Walmart because we're grown up now. But we still wanted to do something cool, so we bought a Lego set for my best friend's wife. And then we just ended up building all the flowers. It was just like a flower Lego set. So we just built flowers. That's where we're at. Almost grown up. See, we're 20, so we're almost grown up. How the friend group goes. Is Elephant better early game? I mean, for contests, it's gonna be better, yes. But for what's it called? For actual money, Mushroom Cow is like pretty much always better. Like maybe if you don't have like even 200 magical power, it might be worse, but it's Mushroom Cow just makes bank. It's just very nice. Let's see, pop this. Yo, let's go replays. What SkyBlock here? It's like what, 417, 418, 418. Yo, what's good? What's up? How you doing? We are currently doing our daily experiments real quick because I haven't done these in like a week. So see if we get rich, and when we probably don't, we will swap to the garden grind again. That's the plan. Flying right now to do experiments. 44% looting 5 on RNG meter. Oh man, good luck, dude. I think I got mine at about 50%. I think that was about when I got mine, so it might line up. Finally mythic nether wart hoe with dedication 4. Only missing things are the peridot gems. Ooh. Yeah, the peridot gems are a grind. I've got them on mine, don't I? Yeah. I'm gonna have to swap them over though to sugarcane before the end of the week. So I've got like 18 hours left or so of potatoes, and then once we're done with potatoes, I'll have around 10 hours of sugarcane left. So it's gonna be a bit of a grind. We're gonna get it done though. We'll get it done. That's the plan. We're gonna grind Skeletors or zombie soldiers for bestiary. I mean, it's kind of just whatever happens, happens. I try to kill everything in a room, pretty much. 2M7 during Derpy. Derpy is gone now, so it'll be a while till he comes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. How do people even make money with mining? Feel like I have a good setup, just missing some powder, and I feel like I make no money. I mean, how much powder are you missing? Because powder is a big deal. Powder is a very big deal. Oh, Titan Killer 7? We got at least AT7 in here. Let me not whiff. Let's see. Prot 6 too. I don't know. How good is Titan Killer 7, chat? There it is. Best crop to make money, melons. 1, 2, all right. Looking good, dude. Looking real good. Let's do this. We'll just take this. That works. All right. What do we got? Prot 6 and Titan Killer 7 is 10 mil. What is this good for? Like, isn't Giant Killer usually better? So what do people use Titan Killer on? Look at my gear. What is bro flexing? Bro's got the Midas sword. Chimera 5, I presume. Yep. Crazy, dude. Bro's got the LCM set up. Let him cook. Titan Killer's good for LCM. Okay, so I should keep it for whenever I do upgrade my Midas sword. We'll keep it then. Alright. Oh, that's the wrong book then. I'm trolling. Alright, what does the Prot 6 go on? What do I put the Prot 6 on? I should have it on all this stuff already, right? Yeah. Got it on all this. Do I have it on the Terror set, maybe? I don't have it on the Reaper mask. Put it on the Reaper mask. Because why not? Where is protection? Screw it. Anvil. Better. Voila. Really? I got no levels? Are you trolling me? Ta-da. Okay. Let's see. This goes back in here. Okay. So, that is our dailies. So now we get on to the farming grinds. And we will see how it goes. I'm going to do this so I don't accidentally... Yeah, that's better. Alright. Boom. It's wild tire. Yo, what's good live? How you doing, bro? Can buy more perfect gems now. GG. Okay, so let's see. First off, is my game bugging out? Hello? My internet's fine. I think my proxy is about to kick me. That's what I think is happening. Okay. We're good. That was wacky. But yeah, today we are going to be trying to get potato milestone 41. So, chill little farming stream again. We're just going to be doing some chill farming streams this week. That's the plan. But I'm going to turn the audio down a lot. Mushroom cow's better than an elephant for farming. For money, yes. For contests, he's not better until you get to like 1100 magical power. What was I doing? This. That's what all was doing. Does fortune effects dicer RNG drops? It does not, no. Wondered why you can't crush mithril into mithril powder. That would be nice. That would be really nice, but unfortunately no. I have the auto pet set up for farming. It's the usual fishing rod setups between slug and hedgehog. So whenever I'm farming regular crops, it's slug, and whenever I swap to pests, then I equip hedgehog. Got 4 mil mithril, 12 mil gemstone, and only like 1.5 mil glaciite. I just hit hard on 10, but have max 655 and max divans. Okay, what pet are you using? And also, that is very little powder. So usually you want to have like 8 mil mithril and 20 mil gemstone before you focus too much on money. But also, if you have high ping, you're just not going to make as much as other people. But yo, it's good. Unvisible, how you doing this morning? We are currently on the potato grind once again. Should I buy level 200 G-Drag? Clean and... Wait, should I buy level 200 G-Drag or clean and do mining to level 200? I mean, clean is gonna be, you know, cheaper and easier, I would say. I'm about to buy, might buy a G-Drag today. After we get to our SkyBlock XP, I might buy a second G-Drag, but it's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be just a wee bit. Real Hermos, real. As in rule, because I have combat hedgehog and farming XP elephant, so it just switches to elephant as soon as pest is killed. I mean, that's fair, I think. But then you have the issue. Does it like equip the hedgehog immediately whenever you enter combat? So like the first hit, it claims that it equips it after the first hit, right? So then you would be doing like two hits to kill pests, right? I thought that was how it worked. Maybe not. Good Lapo. How high do you think golden frags will rise? I mean, why would they rise? Just because Diaz isn't elected? I mean, I don't know. I don't keep up with all that. Although I do need to buy some at some point. I don't really keep up with it. I don't keep up with that. I don't keep up with like teeth prices or mineral prices, really. I don't know. That's the short answer. Got Epic Skatha. Yo, GG. Let's see. These are full. Boom. the best SkyBlock soundtrack. I don't really listen to the in-game music, to be honest. Because half the time when I would listen to it, you know, the game lags and then it doesn't sound right. So, it's hard to say. What should I do for 12 mil per hour? Rift. Timeout grinding makes bank. So it takes 2 hits for me, so it switches to Hedgehog instantly as soon as XP is registered. It goes to Elephant. Okay, so it takes 2 hits. So I have when cast Fishing Rod, equip Hedgehog. And when cast Fishing Rod, equip Slug. Except if they're already equipped. So that way it keeps the Hedgehog the whole time, and then I swap back to Slug. So I have to swap manually, but it's not like difficult. It's one click instead of having to go into my menu and swap. So that's usually better in my experience. Most of your SkyBlock XP left in Garden? Nah, I've only got 13 XP, I think. No, 12 XP left from Garden. No. Yes, 12 XP. Most of my XP is left from dungeons, so I've got like probably about 12 XP to get from bestiary in dungeons, and then I've got a bunch of XP to get from class levels. So working on maxing all those out. It is a grind, but we're gonna get there slowly but surely. Did you watch GTA 6? I did not. I'm not planning on playing it, personally. I've never played GTA. I don't know. It's not really my jam. But who knows? Especially if it's like $100, I'm definitely not playing it then. Definitely not happening. But even if it's less than that, I'm probably still not gonna play. Just get Schedule 1. But I like Monster Hunter a lot. I've been playing that off camera. So if I'm not playing SkyBlock, I'm usually playing Monster Hunter. Or if I want to do something PvP, I've been playing the new Fortnite season a little bit. I don't know. I don't really love Fortnite like I used to. It's not really anything with the game. It's just I don't have time to be good at building anymore. So could spend that $100 on Hypixel, or I could spend it on sushi. I like sushi. Think you can get diamond in the contest? I mean, I could, but I'm not really going for it. Like if I swap to my pests, swap to locust, could take them down easy. But we're going for mosquitoes, so I mean, I could get gold still, even without going for it, but it's just going to depend on whether I get any locusts or not, really. But yeah, boys, we got 12 XP left from this. So we've got 5 days of Finnegan. The goal is 1 XP today. Honestly, I'm probably going to do some off-camera grinding. But realistically, it's going to be trying to get 2 XP per day. And I'll do 1 XP on stream and 1 XP off stream, probably. Because I can only take so much farming without, like, watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? It drives me a little crazy. Like, I can handle it just chatting for a while, but 6 hours is how long it would take me to get 2 XP generally, and that's a lot. So that's a little bit. Well, armor and weapons, do you think I should upgrade from my superior dragon and AOTD? I mean, next step would be Shadow Assassin and like a Livid Dagger. And then a Juju would be after that. And then upgrading to Necron and then a Terminator. It's generally the order of upgrade right there. Boom. I have Livid right now, yeah. It's usually the step after AOTD. But yeah, also gotta worry about magical power. Because magical power is pretty important. And it gets overlooked a lot. Or at least people think magical power is important, but they don't realize how important. And then they buy weapons before they have the magical power to really make them good. So make sure to get good magical power. Garden max, not yet. That's what we're working on. I mean, my garden level is maxed. I'm garden 15, but we're not maxed on crop milestones yet. So that's what we're working on today. And yo, that's some fine flour. And enough copper for green thumb. So yay, easy 6 mil. We take those. You love to see it. Boom. But XP that we're missing in the garden, I'm currently missing 6 potato levels and 6 sugarcane levels. So while we're maxing these potato levels, I usually get about half a sugarcane level per potato level from mosquitoes. So we should hopefully get, while we're maxing potatoes, 3 sugarcane levels, and then I'll have 3 sugarcane levels to grind out manually. So I will have to build a sugarcane farm at some point. We'll probably do that stream later on in the week. Imagine having a hype and not being able to spam it in dungeons. Yeah, that would be awkward. How much magical power do you suggest having then with my setup roundabout? I mean, with Superior Dragon and AOTD, as long as you got like 250, you're alright. You know, it's not too crazy. Just once you get Shadow Assassin and Livid Dagger, don't worry about upgrading to Juju until you've got like 500. Try to get a 500 before you upgrade to Juju. What farm are we using? This is Melon King D's, I think it's his carrot farm, but I made it potato. Composter maxed already? Oh yeah, that's been done for a year or so now. But yeah, today we're just going for 1 milestone because it's going to be a while till I get a sugarcane, so we're just going for 1. Yeah, the rune is Fiery Burst rune, Praddock. I can do T2 blazes easily, but not T3s. What could be the problem with T2 daggers? Are you dying or are you not dealing enough damage? Why no super farm? I mean, I could do that, but they look ugly. That's the big reason. Also, super farms are hard to get pests in, generally. This is a lot easier to get pests in. Seen the price of glossy gems? Nah, what are they up to now? Last I checked, I don't know, what were they going for during fiestas? I don't remember. It was over a mil still, I think. It was like below, it was like 1.7 mil or something like that during fiesta. But I didn't have a 100 mil collection when coalesced because I would have sold my armor. Oh man. Oh man. I'm gonna have to go grab a water here in a little bit. Think I have enough damage, but I die. Try to get more true defense. What pet are you using? What armor? Excuse me. Super Farm 7.0 is really easy to get pests in as long as you have Cactus Knife. Also, they look fine. I don't know. I think they're ugly. Personally. And call me Patrick from SpongeBob. That is as close to my real pronunciation. All right, we'll go with it. Patrick. If I remember. I probably won't, but I'll try. Pretty much exactly 250. Valid. You'll love to see it. But yeah, again, if y'all enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like, smash the sub button. We're on our way to 24,000 subs. Hopefully we'll be there by the end of the week. Would be pretty epic. But yeah. Hopefully I can do a profile review stream this weekend. Didn't get to last weekend. But hopefully I'll be able to this weekend. That's the plan. Do. But yeah, we are going to be working on this for the rest of the week. Which I do actually have 25 extra potato fortune right now from my talisman, I think it is. So yeah, I could do pretty decent in this contest. Yo, what's good, Spoon? How you doing, bro? We've got spray for another 16 minutes. Okay. Good to know. What's Diana bookshelf? So it's basically like Necron's ladder for the for handles. But it's Chimera books, you know? So, on Necron's ladder, you only have to get 3 handles. On Diana's bookshelf, you gotta get 6 books. So, you're just trying to drop 6 Chimera books with it. And then you get like 1 pet luck, 1 magic find, 1 taming wisdom, I think it is. Something like that. So it's just a little boost. Doesn't give any SkyBlock XP, but if you want that extra magic find, it's pretty helpful. It's quite a few potatoes. It is quite a few. We're getting 10 mil potatoes today. 190 true defense is enough. Full opal, crimson, and sorrow chest plates. I think so. For T3s, that should be enough. Do you have like siphon on the daggers? Like siphon 4 at least. And then you can also put, I think you can put opals on the daggers too. Maybe not the T2s, might have to be T3. But also you can put opal scrolls, like the power scrolls. You can put those on the daggers as well. So that'll give you like 10 extra true defense if you haven't done that. Infernal Terror's worth for T5 Kudra. Oh yeah, for sure. Last 4 experiments. Good luck, dude. Good luck. But yeah, if I sell my potatoes today, we will have enough money for the grind that we have in front of us on burrs in Dugans. So I'm probably gonna end up buying the what's it called? My head hurts. What am I thinking about? Chat, it's too early. The G-Drag, that's what it is. Gotta get a Shelmet G-Drag. I have a Remedies G-Drag right now. Yo, it's good, RG. How you doing, bro? But yeah, you're good, Tire. So I need that Shelmet G-Drag. I have Remedies right now. I gotta get Shelmet for when I play burrs. So I just gotta have it at level 200 before I'm done with burrs. Which I don't really do stuff that levels pets anymore, so that could be a problem. That could be a little problematic. I tried with Sorrow Chestplate because I usually use Crimson. I have Opal on Dagger and Siphon 4. Okay. Yeah, I mean, make sure you've got like Reflection on the chestplate too. You might have to run 2 pieces of Sorrow as well, maybe. Yo, it's good, DVB. What does one even do after level 473? Have you just beaten the game? I mean, you might want to do like more towards maxing stuff, you know? Like I've got pretty max setups and stuff, but I've only got like 50 bill net worth or something, which is not enough to have, you know, like every max setup in the game. I don't have like a clover helmet or racing helmet or giant fishing rod, so you can go for things like that. There's still plenty to do, but I do have all the talismans, yes. Do I want to get Final Destination or E-Man, or should I stay with Shadow Assassin or Necron? I would definitely get Final Destination because, yeah, Shadow Assassin and Necron, those are good enough for T2s, but like T3 and above, those are not gonna work. Real DVB. But yeah, I mean, for level 471, it is pretty low. I have this profile, the whole purpose of it is to rush levels, but yeah, that definitely means my net worth suffers a bit. Finally hit a bill net worth after 3 months, 300k and dies on Iron Man. Dang, bro is cooking. Bro is cooking. But what should it be for 471? It's like most people at my level have like at least 100 bill, I would say. Because generally people focus on money over levels. Levels are just passive. And then maybe you focus on it when you've got nothing else really left to do. But a lot of people around my net worth, or around my net worth would be more like level 400. So it's definitely level rush, this profile. Broke even from experiments. Fair enough. At least you're getting the Titanics back, right? Yeah, I mean, Blaze Slayer's tough, man. It is tough. Trying to think what else can help. I mean, if you don't have a hype, that's a big deal for sure. Goated healing item. Okay, pests have spawned. Let's see what we got here. How close am I to sugarcane right now? Oh, we're 11% on both. Nonny. That is not usually the case. But I took my mom to see Thunderbolts last night. It was still as good as the first time. It's very... I really like that movie. That's one of my favorite Marvel movies I think that they've ever done. It is a goated movie. It is very pog. Why using Pest Hunter equipment? Because, I mean, pests are important. It's better for my crop milestones to use Pest Hunter equipment and go for pests as well as just farming. Don't want to just do one or the other. Really. Unless it's like Finnegan with Pest Eradicator. Then just doing Pest is decent, but... Goodness. Too many materials. But yeah, Pest Hunter gear is very underrated by a lot of people. I think a lot of farmers don't realize how good pest hunting really is. Like, you literally make like twice as much as you do from just regular farming. Yo, what's good, Aura? It's going pretty good. How you doing today? Yeah, I got the eggs this morning. Unfortunately, no divine yet. Still need Orion. If I can get Orion, dude, we're gonna be vibing. But he's such a pain. He's such a pain, dude. We've gotten 4 out of 5 divines, but the last one is a grind. He's just not showing up. I don't know why. Fermento worth getting? I mean, if you like farming, yeah. It's way better than squash. For sure. Definitely. What's your 1 XP you need this stream? So we are trying to get potato 41. So you can see on the top of the screen there, I've got 8.7 million more potatoes to farm today. So we're just going to be farming potatoes until we get to that point. That's the goal, which I'm probably not getting a sugarcane level today. Probably not happening, at least not on stream. Might get it after stream. But that is our goal for today. Just claim these. There we go. Very good. Why don't they make Fermento boots have speed control like ranchers? That is a good question. That would be really nice. Yo, what's good, Demon Hunter? How you doing? But yeah, I think it would be cool if they just did like a, I don't know, combination of the two where you can combine ranchers and Fermento's boots and make Fermento ranchers boots or whatever and be able to have the speed. That would be nice. That'd be real nice. But else, well, it is what it is. SMH. Alright, chat. Banned. Banned. SMH. The bots on Twitch, dude. Crazy. It's crazy. Mossy fermented rancher's boots. Yeah, fermented rancher's boots. That'd be something. Anyways, there's so I don't know who all saw it, but Alpha was being used yesterday for the first time in like a month. And if you tried to join on 1.8.9, it said you could not join because it was in 1.21. So they're doing stuff in 1.21 specifically, which is pretty crazy. Pretty epic stuff. Saw the shore, yeah. The shore's popping off, low-key. I think I'm gonna have to make a full video about it, which will be mostly me yapping. I don't know, because it's really not like I can fit it all into a short. It'd just be me, my opinion about everything, really. But honestly, I don't... It's a good sign, for sure, because they're moving forward. But I don't think they're as far along as a lot of people think. I think a lot of people are like, yeah, they're testing the Foraging update itself. Everybody on the alpha was playing on the Foraging Island. I don't think they were. I think they were probably just playing throughout the rest of the game and making sure that, like, there were no wipes and stuff. So people were probably doing, you know, a little bit of dungeons. People were trying glacial mine shafts. You know, they were just trying to make sure that the new way that player data is saved doesn't wipe people. That's what I think was happening. But I don't think they're actually testing out the full Foraging update and everything. Yo, it's good, Virus. Yeah, I heard. Oh, I am on the wrong pet. That's awkward. Nightbot got Madge, SMH. GTA trailer was good. I don't really plan on playing it, especially if it's gonna be like $100 bucks. It's not really my jam. But who knows? Maybe it'll be goated, and I'll be forced to get it. Doubt it though. Probably have to buy a whole new computer to run that, to be honest. There's good, Psycho. I'm doing good. How about you, man? I got plat. Oh no. What a casual. I was like 1 behind diamond to that whole time, by the way. Wild aura. Crazy. Are you pest farming? I'm doing a little bit of both. So we're doing pest farming, but I'm wearing Fermenter the whole time, basically. PC specs, you can do exclamation specs and it'll pop up. How much can I make from a decent farming set with like 1.3k farming fortune? I mean, I have 1.5k. It depends on what your like fortune for the specific crop is as well. 1.5k fortune, and I'm making like 15 mil an hour. You'd probably be making like 12, 13, somewhere around there. They won't be on PCA launch. Oh yeah. It's like Ghost of whatever that's coming out. The Tsushima sequel or prequel. Yo, let's go, Puizo. GG. Any point in getting diamond or plat in farming contests? I mean, the higher ranking you get, the better fortune you get towards that specific crop. So it's a good idea to go for as much as you can. But I mean, getting all the diamonds and all the platinums, you get like an emblem for it, but that's about it. Other than that, 803,000 Nether War. It showed +1 for gold the whole time, but got silver. Pain. Also maxing garden right now. It's pain. I'm not too far off though. I've got like 30 hours of farming left, so we're gonna try and get it done this week. But yeah, hopefully it won't be too long for me. The sequence of Ghost of Tsushima. It's like the stories from before in the timeline though, right? I thought it was a prequel. So it's like in the world of Ghost of Tsushima, but it's like way before, like hundreds of years before. Well, reforged for molten equipment? I think strengthened still, right? I want to say. Only 30, I've got 900 hours. Tis a grind. I mean, it doesn't take that long. Right? Because I've got 30 hours left to do. And I only have, yeah, it's like 800 hours to max. It's not too bad. Pretty sure it's a sequel. I thought it was based way before. I could have sworn it was. Like 550, yeah, we're at 760. 760 hours on garden. Which, a lot of that is me being AFK, because when I would AFK for, like, raffle and stuff, I was AFK on garden. But why did Candy Pad spend 1,000 hours to max everything if it's 800 hours? I mean, how long ago was that, though? That is the question. Also, is Candy Pad on Iron Man? I don't remember. Because it would take a little bit of extra grinding to do all the visitors that you have to do. But if you're on Iron Man. If not, though, I mean, they have made it easier. So depending on how long ago it was, It might have taken 1,000 hours before, but now it definitely doesn't. With Pest updates and stuff, it's a lot easier to do. Because, yeah, before Pest update, it would have been 1,000 hours. But if it was after that, then definitely doesn't take that long anymore, thankfully. Thankfully, I've got it easy. Just maxing everything before they buff it. Valid. How many pests do you spawn at once? 3 to 4. I have 248 bonus pest chance, so it's like 50-50 of whether I spawn 3 or 4. Yo, it's good, Vix. How you doing this morning? My Maraude costs 41 mil with 6/6 attributes. Nice. Let's go. After Livid Dagger, should I get a hype already if I have the money, or should I go for something like Giant Sword or Midas Staff? Do not go for that after Livid Dagger. Go for Juju. Focus Juju first. And then the thing a lot of people do is they go for hype very early on. You shouldn't go for hype till you got like 10 bill net worth. Because people go for hype really early on and be like, alright, now that I have a hype, I'm going to make a bajillion coins per hour. Hype has like 0 money methods by itself. You need, generally, for the good money methods, you also need a Terminator or a ton of magical power. So, or like a really good storm set, you know. So there's a lot of things you still need to make money with Hyperion. And Hyperion gets put on this pedestal, and it really doesn't deserve to be there. Like, it's a good item, but it is not worth, like, selling your entire net worth to go for. It's a QOL item. That's what it is in reality. It's nice to have, but it's not necessary early on. Boom. Go for this. Voila. Go for Juju, then invest in something like mining and farming. Yeah, that's a good strat. It's good fed. I'm sick, so I'm free to watch this stream. Hey, let's go. Hope you feel better, man. That's rough. Never been happier to be sick. Hey, I'll take it. But hey, I hope you feel better. For real. Like, if it's... There's some sick that is really sucky. Which I hate to see. Did something that might make you mad? Did bro buy a hype at 5 bill net worth or something? Turn before hype again and again. How many times does bro have to say this? Nah, man. I mean, not everybody's here when I say it. I'm used to it. It's all good. It's all good, man. Got mine at like 2 bill net worth. It was pain. Couldn't progress because I didn't have a money making method. So you should get a hypermax mining farming setup before you get hype, to be honest. Yeah. And 1,000 magical power. And a G-Drag. Usually. That's what I recommend as well. Got hype after I reached level 265. It wasn't necessary before that by any means. Yeah, I don't think I got mine till like 270, 280. Might have been even in the 300s. It was a while. Put spiritual on a Venom's Touch. What do you even use Venom's Touch for? I haven't heard of anyone using that thing in ages. 300 years after Tsushima. Okay, I thought it was 300 years before. Gotcha. Level 350-ish, and I don't have a hype, and I haven't needed it. Yep. Goes crazy. Good mid-game money-making method. Usually getting into mining at mid-game is a good step. Went for hype at 10 bill net worth. Yeah, that's usually about when you want to go for it. That's what I recommend, is about 10 mil. 10 bill, not mil. Yeah, 10 mil net worth. I'm going for a hype now. Don't do that. 10 billion, not million. Valid. That's what I do too. I don't really have a melee weapon. Like, I have a Midas sword, but I haven't upgraded it, and I'm not really planning to until I get to LCM stages. Got it because Cole helped me make 60% of the amount during fiestas. AGG. Oh dear. What is this? Shiny chest plate. Why is bro depressed? Because it's only 3-starred? Is there only 3-starred? Is that what it is? Wild explosive. It's my second storm. Got you. Dang, bro spent a lot of money on the Blood Rush Storm set. For real, for real. Hey, there's a locust. We take those. Is it Finnegan? It is Finnegan, yes. Yep, titanium drill goes crazy, dude. It's worth it. Boom. What else we got? We got Dusk. Yo, music rune, please. Hot rune. Lame. Absolutely cringe. Alright, let's do this. Let's go over here. Voila. Need you to rate the drip. Squash armor. Rating the squash armor. You're killing me, Smalls. Yo, let's go blue. GG. Running out of intelligence a lot. Any tips? What pet are you using? That could help. Yo, what's good, Smash? Doing good. How about you? I think I died to double hook Mugimas yesterday. Bruh. Yikes. Look at it. What do you mean? I'm looking at it. Spent a lot of money on it. Oh, is it cursed? Bro is making me downtime. It's not that cursed. It's actually wild to spend that much on it before you have Fermento, though. I'm gonna be real. Do guarding in my new farm after I do this armor sounds like a plan. Using sheep. Okay. I mean, the only really thing you can do is, first off, make sure your magical power is unsighted. And how much magical power do you have? I have 2 to 4 Fermento, 1 to 4 Squash, and Rancher's Boots. Valid. 2/4. I get it. Saw 4 Ragnaroks yesterday after stream ended. Bruh. Dying a lot in dungeons, but I just refrigerate. Yeah, refrigerate's good for that, for sure. 750-ish. Try and get to 1,000. That'll help a lot. And yeah, Cider Reforge helps a lot. Said before, you don't have 10 bill, no hype. Could you explain why? I mean, again, a lot of people try and go for hype really early on and think, all right, I'm going to sell all my mining gear, all my farming gear, and I'm going to buy a Hyperion at like 3 bill net worth, and I'm going to make a bunch of money. It doesn't make money at 3 bill net worth. You need a bunch of other stuff for hype to make money. There's like not really any methods that require just a hype. Like you can do T1 and T2 Kudra, but you know, you need a hype, like a good amount of magic power, a good damage pet, a good mage armor set, you know. So I don't really recommend going for hype till 10 bill because that's when it's actually going to be useful for you. Because if you try and go for it before then, you're not going to make any money from it, and you're just going to be broke with a Hyperion. And there's just a lot of people get stuck right there. People buy a Hyperion and then they quit because it doesn't make any money and they can't progress. So it's better to just wait until you can actually use the weapon. But yeah, turn before hype as well, 100%. Turn before hype. I recommend Juju, Term, G-Drag, Hype. It's the order I recommend as well. What to buy before? Yeah, I mean, you know, you want like a good mining set or a good farming set is also good. So go for one of those, and then Juju, start off, and then you can sell that for a Terminator. Go for a G-Drag, and then, you know, make sure you got like 1,000 magical power and go for a hype. Yo, what's good, Panda? I think I can get faster time in dungeons, use Maxor with 3/4 Necron, and I use Juju as an archer. I mean, it's really just practice at that point. Like, you've got the gear for it, you know? Just practice. And I mean, you know, you can get better gear. You can get a Terminator. That'll help a lot for sure. You can get G-Drag to help you do more damage, you know? All that stuff. More magical power. Like, you can spend money to make things go by faster, but the biggest thing that's going to make things go by faster is just, like, knowing where the mobs spawn, knowing where the secrets are, you know, knowing your routes and stuff. Like, waypoints are helpful. I still use waypoints. because they help me just find out where I am in a room faster. And, you know, no shame in using waypoints, but you want to know the routes as well. Like, if you have to read the waypoints and the arrows and everything every single time you do a room, then your runs are going to be slower than if you just know what to do. So, yo, let's go hard most GG. Been grinding Void Glimpse to unlock terms. Should I get E-Drag before Hype or G-Drag? I recommend G-Drag. Because, first off, like a level 1 legendary G-Drag is going to be cheaper than level 1 legendary Ender Dragon. Granted, you'll have to save up 1 billion coins, but while you're leveling that G-Drag, you got plenty of time to save up 1 billion coins for your bank. Yeah. Which group or which drop is best? Which crop is best to level up your farming skill? Mushroom is number 1 for XP. I have 0 secret route mods. I know every room by heart. Is that bad? Nah, I mean, if you like dungeons, you like dungeons. I gained that XP to level up. We are currently going for the potato milestone. So you can see we got, if you're on the short stream, it's right here. We're going for potato 41. So we got 7 million potatoes to go. I play Iron Man and there's no way I get the turn before I have the hype. I mean, you don't really need a hype for E-Man Slayer. And you don't need a term to get the other, like to get a hype. Like you don't need either of them to get the other one. You can go for one without having the other one. It's just whatever order you want to do it in. On Iron Man, it's totally fine, but you know, Iron Man progression's a little wonky. Synergy did a lot of his E-Man without a hype on his Iron Man. Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to get a Juju at least before you go for a hype. But like, I got my Terminator without hype, you know, of course. And I know it's a lot easier now to do it without hype, actually. It's a lot better to do it without hype because hype is a lot worse for E-Man, or Melee's a lot better for E-Man now than it was. So it's a lot easier to do it without hype. Yo, what's good, Motto? What MMO are you going to be playing when you're done with SkyBlock? Highly recommend Warframe. I'm not planning on swapping. I don't think I'll ever really be done with SkyBlock. I don't know, maybe one day, but OFA hype win real. Farming fortune 1539. So I'm using slug pet because we're trying to spawn pests. So if I was using mushroom cow, I could get it up a lot higher. But yeah, I mean, if I was gonna try something else, it'd be Windcraft. Trying to stay in the same SkyBlock adjacent areas, you know, but not really planning on doing that. Are you talking about hightail ducks? Yeah, hightail. Real. I don't think that's going to be an MMO per se, though. I mean, I'm sure they'll have, you know, servers made on it like that. If it ever comes out. At this point, I don't know if it's ever coming out, to be honest. Would Shower Fury be a replacement for Juju for F7? No, it would not. It would not. What setup would you use for E-Man grind for levels 7 to 9? I mean, I just used Final Destination and an Atom Split. This was before Melee got buffed. I did that. Now it's a lot better to do that than it was. I still use Machine Gun Shortbow because I never did Slayers. That's wild. I mean, you could get a Spirit Shortbow and that would still be better. I have 3 maxed Windcraft characters. Bruh. Goodness sakes. How does bro have time for dungeons and 3 maxed Windcraft characters? Hightail's a meme at this point. Pretty much. Almost as big of a meme as Foraging update. Almost. Almost. You don't get bored? I mean, I'm not constantly playing 24/7, you know. I play other games. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter. Like, if all I did was play SkyBlock, yeah, I get burnt out. Like, I used to not. Because I had a lot of options. Now, as far as SkyBlock XP is concerned, I got this and I got dungeons. And I got Kudra. But my options are a lot more limited. which once I'm maxed on SkyBlock XP, I can do whatever I want again, and it'll be a lot more fun for me. But, you know, right now I'm kind of just stuck in a box for a couple things. But Bobo with the sub, by the way, I don't think I said anything, or my audio's not playing. Wacky. But we got Smash and Bobo with the subs. Thank you, guys. Again, boys, if y'all haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that. We're on our way to 24K. Let's go. So smash that sub button. What method would you recommend for mid-game players? I mean, the money method progression, usually, at least for early to mid-game, is like Rift or farming. Or you can do one and then the other. Either way. And then mining is what you go into after that. So you make good money from Rift and farming to invest in a mining setup. And then you start making money from mining. Could also go for max powder. I have max powder, bro. I mean, technically, I could go for more glacier, I guess. But I don't think I need it. For the tree that I use, I have max. But how much money does farming even make compared to just hunting pests? I mean, I'm doing it as fast as possible, realistically. The only thing I'm not doing is swapping to biohazard right before. So, I mean, but farming without hunting pests is definitely a lot worse. Like, farming without hunting pests is probably along the lines of, if I was just doing potatoes right now, probably around 10 mil. But since I go for pests and make money from those, I make more like 15 mil an hour. Which, granted, I'm not going for great pests. If I was actually going for pests that made money, I'd be making a lot more, like beetles and stuff. But the yellow item in slot 2, that is the squeaky mouse mat, which just changes where you're looking. But yeah, we are close to 24K, boys, so make sure to smash that sub button. Let's go. Do I invest in Pesterminator 6? I mean, if they come out with the farming update, then that should get a little more pricey, but I don't think they've got anything planned. I don't know. Who knows? Are you going for number 1 in XP or 1 XP? Just 1 XP. If, yeah, number 1 in XP. I've got a long ways to go for that. And if I was going for max XP right now, then I think we would have to stream for well over 200 hours at least. At least. I think I've got like 300 hours of dungeons. So probably like 500 hour stream. So we're just going for 1 XP today. What's the hardest thing about getting max level? Honestly, it's the things that require Party Finder for me. Because I have to wait so much. You know, like with everything that's solo, I can be very efficient. You know, I can be like, all right, armor swap, and we go. Just jump in, do Slayers for 3 hours or whatever it is. Or farming for 3 hours. With dungeons, it's like, all right, let's go. 2 runs later, the mage leaves. All right, let's wait for 15 minutes for a mage to join. All right, now let's go. 3 minutes later, the burst leaves. All right, wait for 5 minutes for a burst to join. So it's so much downtime with dungeons and Kudra and stuff. It is very annoying. So that's the only problem with going for max XP for me, is getting parties that stick together. That's the hardest part. Plus item drops are dropping in price, so definitely no one should invest in those. I still have some mints from London that make me sneeze. Nani. I mean, Pesterminator 6 isn't a pest drop, really, though. I mean, you buy it with pests from the pest shop. But, which I've got like 100 million coins worth of pests on me right now. But, I was doing 7, so just hit me up. Got you. Why y'all care so much about SkyBlock levels? I mean, the whole goal of this profile is SkyBlock XP. So most people don't care that much, but I care. Because that is the goal of this profile. The whole time, the goal has been as much XP as we can get our hands on. So. Oh, for farming XP? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're going for SkyBlock XP, not farming XP. Need a perm for those things. Yeah, the problem is, I mean, I've got like, you know, a group of like 10 plus people in guild that I usually play with. Just nobody's ever on at the same time. That's just how it be. And you know, my schedule's too unpredictable to really plan around. getting on at a specific time every day. Maybe at some point, but you know, anytime there's a mayor that would be better for me to do, I'm doing that. So then they'd have to replace me, you know. So it's the problem with perms nowadays is everybody's busy. We all got plans for other stuff. What's Estrella good for? Estrella gives defense, so it's good for master mode. That's what most people go for Estrella for, because it helps with survivability. Is there a point in doing farming for me anymore? I'm doing mining for money now. Should I just sell my stuff and invest in my dungeon and mining setups? I mean, I would keep it. It's never good to liquidate like something that you may end up using again, because who knows? They may come out with a farming update in the future that you want to try. So it's better just to hold on to it, because if you try and buy it back when an update comes out, it's going to be twice as expensive as you sold it for. So, and if an update comes out and you don't want to do it, then you can sell your armor then. So, better to wait for an update. How much time can you use Pest Fortune? It's 30 minutes per use. Actually, is it an hour? Or is that the Pest Eradicator perk? I think that's the Pest Eradicator perk, right? Finnegan's missing that one. Yeah, Finnegan's missing that one. So, yeah, it's 30 minutes, but I have enough pests that I could do it for 30 minutes times like 120. So I could do it for like 60 hours. Something like that. Some stuff's just extreme. Yeah, it is extreme. But it's what makes for good content. Yeah, liquidating's never worth it. True. You're good, DKs. How you doing this morning, man? Working on getting ab spot on the Iron Man needs a lot of mats. Is 2 null blades, which needs 128 null blades, 6 null edges, and 128 enchanted quartz blocks. And to make 6 null edges, you need 8 null atoms. Yeah, I think, like, I never had a problem with null atoms. I always had plenty of those, but I guess that's a problem on Iron Man, is getting enough null atoms. Kind of wacky. Cross makes the most money. Melons is the best. Good. How about you? Doing good. Doing good. How does bro get 100 sea creature chance? I only get 74 right now without hotspot. I hate lava fishing. I mean, Magma Lord gear goes crazy. Also, I had my enrichments on sea creature chance. That helped a lot. And my beacon. All that stuff. You still buying maxed out items? Yeah, because I'm not going to sell it if I'm going to use it in the future, you know? Makes me not liquidate things, first off. And, I'm not planning on selling stuff. Which, I mean, my Crimson gear isn't soulbound, because I soulbound a different set to Museum. So my Crimson armor and my Terra armor aren't soulbound. So I could sell those at some point if I really need to. But I'm not planning on it, because there will most certainly be future updates that require melee or bow damage outside of dungeons, and those are the best sets for that. 4 mil damage at the start of dungeon, good for F7? I think so. I don't know. I haven't done F7 in ages, so it's changed a lot since when I did it. Changed my hype plan, by the way. Can you help me in the progression channel after stream? Alright, myself or somebody else can. I got you. Gonna be here any minute. Let's go. Replays. W mans, you'll love to see it. I get some from expertise and more when I upgrade to Inferno Rod. Oh yeah, I mean, if you're just on Magma Rod, then yeah, it's gonna be a lot worse. But I was getting max with Inferno Rod, max sea creature chance. But I mean, I have every talisman in the game, and they're all enriched to sea creature chance, so that helps a lot, to say the least. That helps quite a bit. Okay, I mean, we're getting our sugarcane pretty quickly here too. So hopefully it won't be too difficult for me to get that sugarcane level after stream. That's the dream. Visit subs islands? I do not. That would be 24,000 islands to visit, and that is too many. Just got Fatal Tempo on something and wanted to test it in M3, but every party keeps kicking me. What am I doing wrong? What did you put Fatal Tempo on? No matter what you put it on, even if you put it on term, yeah, you're getting kicked. Nobody wants Fatal Tempo on anything, especially in dungeons. Dungeons is laggy enough. Ferocity makes everything laggier, so nobody wants anything with ferocity. Generally. I can go touch your ass and go outside now. Don't do it. No. On the flay. Oh, yeah. You're getting kicked for that. 100%. 100%. Since diamond heads are soulbound, it's a good idea to get Hyperion normally. I'm grinding for diamond head over the summer. I mean, it's not a bad idea, yeah. I mean, at least go for diamond head, and then if you don't have it by then, you can buy the rest of stuff. I mean, I'm sure you'll have dupes, you know. At the very least, get some dupe scrolls, but you should get a handle before 1,000 runs, I would think. It's usually good to do at least F7 until you get a handle, and then you can stop after that and start doing master mode and go for scrolls that way. But it's just easier to wait until you get to M7 for that grind, because I mean, for most grinds, master mode is going to be better for diamond heads, just because it counts for 2 per run. And you don't need a diamond head to do M7. I didn't have diamond head until halfway through my healer runs, so doing a 7 for grinding hype on normal profile worth it, or is it best just farm money? I mean, again, it's not a bad idea to go until you get handle on F7 and then not run it anymore. So, because first off, you know, it's usually gonna be decent for money, you know, drop scroll here and there, especially if you kismet and stuff. But also if you're doing what's it called? If you're planning on doing master mode, then you learn how to do M7 by doing F7. Let's go, replays. Yo, what's good, Harl? It's going good. How you doing today? What speed are you at? I'm currently at 247. We're using Depth Strider 2, and we're walking in water on Soul Sand. So, how does it feel that you're missing Mythic Dillo for max XP? I mean, I'm sure the admins are going to do something about that at some point. Like, they're either going to actually add it to the game, or they're just going to wipe them. I don't know. It's crazy to me that those are still a thing. Like, I feel like that should be just bugged XP. Like, you can leave the item, but just wipe the XP from it. Make it not give pet score. Pain. What sinker and hook can I even use when I want to go for XP and don't fish in hotspots? Stingy sinker and common hook. I'm not even sure, to be honest. I mean, not fishing in hotspots. Why wouldn't you want to fish in hotspots, though? Hotspots are the best. Realized I missed asking for G7P7 yesterday. Unlucky, dude. Unlucky. Feels bad, man. All right, we're a third of the way done. So we are an hour in. Yep, that makes sense. 2 hours left. Third of the way done. Looking good, dude. But I mean, probably like junk or hook, right? Junk hook, whatever it is. Or is it junk sinker? Maybe that's the sinker. I don't know. I can't remember. I made that video a while back. I think next week Alpha will be open as Foraging update. I doubt it, personally. I mean, it could happen. I don't think it's likely, though. I think most likely what they were doing was just testing other parts of the game on the new version to make sure nothing was bugging out too much. And they're going to have to go through a lot more testing on that, because they tested for what, like maybe 3 hours or something, probably, yesterday. It does not take only 3 hours to find wipes and dupes. You need a lot more time to find wipes and dupes, which, I mean, they could open alpha and let everybody test that without doing Foraging update. Would be fine. But, I mean, nobody's going to play it if the Foraging update's not on there, so probably need to do Foraging update at some point, but I think they got to work out a couple more issues probably before that happens. But I could be wrong. It could happen next week. It is possible. Who knows? But I am past the point of hoping, personally. So, can you sum up a farming guide? Get a melon dicer, get fermento armor, put paradots on it, Use a slug pet whenever you're farming and a hedgehog whenever you kill pests. That's the gist. Remember primal dragons? Yeah, they basically said that's not coming anytime soon. They announced that a while back. Just because it was laggy, pretty much. It was very laggy. Can you please say 2B handle luck for the viewers? My handle luck is, I have 8 handles right now and like 970 runs. That's what we're at. So unfortunately, my, you know, 1 handle every 100 runs streak has gone dry. It is what it is. Pretty sure there's already some minor bugs to play SkyBlock on newer versions. Oof. Unlucky. Why Slug Pet? Because Slug Pet gives a bunch of bonus pest chance, so you spawn more pests. Got any tips on investing in skins? Not really. I don't invest in skins myself, personally. So, I mean, the best thing to look for when you're investing in skins is just like something that's used a lot. Like, you know, you're not really going to want to buy a skin for like a diamond Bonzo helmet or something, because nobody uses that. But if you buy one for like diamond Necron head, you know, people use that. If you buy one for like spirit mask, the panda spirit mask skin sells for a lot, you know. So you just got to look out for the things that people actually, you know, are going to use. So, and also, you know, same thing for pet skins. Like, I think the pet skin for Parrot sold decently, but like nobody actively uses Parrot Pet. Like, it's in their menu, but they don't actually use it. So that's probably not going to go up anytime soon unless Parrot Pet gets buffed or something. But sure. What else we got? Trash, garbage. Get them out of here. All right, let's spray some more. 1, 2. 450 magical power, decent for F7. I mean, I'd recommend at least 500, personally. One thing you can do on new versions is take any block for any GUI and it will stay in your inventory client side, or you can place it and it will show on your screen, but it doesn't do anything. Not necessarily a bug though, nothing you can do about it. That is wacky. It is very wacky. Very much wacky. I'm sure people will find out ways to do some shenanigans with that. Or just get false banned for doing it. That is also possible. 'Tis a possibility. But don't give me hope. Exactly. Want to run F4 with me for Golden Mask? I'm good. I already got my diamond one, so you know, Thorn is a pain in the side. I'm good. What's the swap with Slug / Hedgehog and spraying the plots? Is it useful for maxing milestones faster? Yeah, so spraying the plots makes pests spawn, more pests spawn. And the swapping from Slug to Hedgehog, Slug makes pests spawn more often. No, Slug makes more pests spawn when they do spawn. So I got 4 right there. And then Hedgehog gives me more fortune when I'm killing pests, so I get more drops from them. And pests give a lot of drops towards milestones. Just love F4/M4. I do not like it. I did a 24-hour stream one time where I did F4 like the whole time. Back in the day when F4 was like fresh. I don't think F7 was even out yet at the time. And it was just like, I had enough F4 in that stream for the rest of my life. Pretty much. Let's go, Hermos. GG. Got a game update. Yo. Barely survive M1. Fair enough. Weapon should I have and what class should I have if I want to do F7? I have 2/4 with max sword boots, but no good helmet. Necron with 780 magical power and Cat of 30. Okay. I mean, helmet, you can use, like, Tarantula helmet is fine. Until you get, like, golden helmet. Golden Necron helmet. But you need at least Juju. For sure. For sure, for sure. That would be the big dealio. I mean, unless you're running mage. If you're running mage, you can get away with like a Yeti sword or maybe a glacial scythe. Might be good. But if you're anything other than mage, then you're going to want Juju. Make a guide on how to farm. I have a guide on farming progression and a guide on pest farming. So yes. Should I do tank or archer or what with Juju? I mean, you can do anything. You can play healer, you can play birds, you can play tank, you can play archer. Unless somebody in your party has a Terminator, then they're going to want to play archer. But other than that. Why is the farm angled up? Just because it looks cooler. Pretty much. Do a stream where you review profiles. That's a crazy idea. Never thought of that. Should do exclamation PV in the chat. Got a funny video idea, M7, but the screen is upside down. Oh goodness. Goodness sakes, man. I'd need like another camera behind me or something. Show that off. Doo-doot. Doo-doot. Yo, what's good, Random? How you doing today, bro? I don't know if I already said that. Might have. But just in case. I don't know what I said 30 seconds ago. Crazy. It might not be on Twitch. But I do PV streams every Saturday on YouTube. Every Saturday that I'm available. It's a problem. Because I'm busy a lot of times. But when I have time on Saturdays, we do profile review streams. Let's see. We've got Madam Eleanor Q Goldsworth. She's so expensive. For no good reason. Alright, there we go. Let's do this. For your auto pet rules, my auto pet rules are wind cast fishing rod, equip slug pet, with the exception of if slug pet is already equipped. And it's the same thing for hedgehog, with the exception of if hedgehog is already equipped. I'm not activating super secret settings. Do a stream where you farm Skywalk XP. That would be pretty lit. Pretty lit. Oh, that's one of the super secret settings. Okay. Wild. Wild. Yeah, I think I'm good. What's good, Charles? How you doing this morning? If you start farming, just swap the mushroom? No. That's use slug pet while you're farming so that you get bonus pest chance for when the pests spawn. Fair enough, Random. It's going pretty well for me so far. We're just farming. Farming away. Finnegan's married right now? Yes, he is. It is super secret setting. Alright. How do you make it so you can farm like 7 blocks out? I can only reach like 5. It's only 5. There's only 5 blocks. If people are reaching 7 blocks, then they got reach. Pretty much. But yeah, I've only got 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be funny, everyone upside down is hilarious. I don't think that's how that works. It is Finnegan, yes. Derpy is gone, 07s. Wild voiceless bro would purposefully start misbehaving. How do you get reach? By cheating. Don't do that. Hacks, man. Is good base. How you doing, bro? Melon versus pumpkin versus cocoa for farming XP, but also coins. Pumpkin would be best for XP. Melon should be best for coins, I think. Some people do cocoa. So, like, I've heard cocoa from like one guy said cocoa was better, but I don't know. I still think melons, but when I was farming, I farmed them all. And I don't believe cocoa's got any buffs. Melon's been the best for money by far for me. Farm with Claymore that gives +2 reach. That's a strats. Real. Unfortunately, you cannot farm with swords anymore. So, if that was a strat, it is not anymore. Good Miz, how you doing, bro? What should I have to solo a T4 Void Gloom as cheap as possible? It's gonna be expensive. T4 Void Glooms ain't easy, man. Like, at least 750 magical power. A level 100 epic or higher rarity Enderman. Final Destination with at least 15k, possibly 25k kills. And an Atom Split Katana. And a Wand of Atonement. That's the strats. Alright, have a good one, Charles. Appreciate you, man. Need a farming tool with an ultimate enchant. That would be nice. That would be real nice. Yo, it's good, Moonlight. How you doing, bro? But yeah, mushrooms are #1 for XP. 1.8.9 will no longer be supported after foraging. Our old island will be accessible. Also, hello, streamer. Hope you're doing good. Doing good. Thank you, Clash. But basically, when you're playing Foraging Update, you're going to have to be on 1.20. Like, if you try to warp to Foraging Update, or like the new Foraging Island on 1.8.9, it'll be like, nope, got to be on a new version. But you'll be able to play the rest of the game on 1.8.9, at least for a while. I think eventually they're going to update the whole game to 1.21. But for the time being, it's going to be accessible for 1.8.9 for a while. Even after Foraging Update comes out. So they've said that they're going to slowly start updating different islands to newer versions. So, you know, eventually we'll get 1.20 mining, 1.20 fishing, you know, things like that. But when do you reckon I should stop farming? It's all I've done. I mean, when you've got enough money to invest in something else, probably. Once you got enough money to start working on mining or slayers or something like that. Be like that, only to publish the update earlier. Yeah. Got most of those, gotcha. Just wait for 900 magical power, because you need that for term anyway, and then it's easy. I mean, yeah, you can wait for more magical power, but if you've got a decent chunk of legendary talismans and, like, you put your beacon on crit chance as well, then you can get enough crit chance. Best farm for money on Hypixel, that is the melon farm, which, I don't know, I'm sure there's a new melon farm. The melon farm I did was Melon King D's melon farm, but I'm sure there's a newer melon farm that's better. Probably. Iron Man, by the way, so what do you think? I mean, honestly, on Iron Man, farming's like the best method right now. Like, you can do mining, but it only makes like 1 or 2 million coins more, I think. Unless it's Finnegan. So, I mean, if you've got... I'd keep farming as your main money method, but, you know, you can start branching out into mining. Start going for that stuff. We want to actually see how performance will be against Minecraft once 1.21 is fully implemented. Yeah. I think it'll be good. I hope we get some cool, like, skins or whatever, models for the mobs that we already have in the game and some future mobs. What do you use with Sprayinator? I'm using compost because I need mosquitoes. And compost spawns more mosquitoes. So, that is why we're going with compost. But usually you want to go with dung, I think, because that spawns beetles. But yeah, foraging update. I don't know what version. I assume it'll be 1.21.4 though. Because that's the version they were testing on alpha yesterday. So I assume that's the version it'll be. Minecraft has a ton put into FPS optimizations with server meshing. I got you. So want to see how Hypixel will control the lag so it's not just unbearable. Yeah, that might be part of what they work on. Honestly, that might be what alpha is for, is testing optimization. Which, I mean, with only 50 people, it's not going to be crazy. But once they get a ton of people in there. It's only used to find flour to take it to Carolyn. It is now. It used to be you could spray it, but now that's the only use of it. Here's why you want mosquitoes. You max this bestiary? Yes, but mosquitoes drop sugarcane. And the only 2 crops that I have left to max are potatoes and sugarcane. So I'm trying to work on sugarcane milestones while I'm still farming potatoes. Bizarre working garden. Yep. It do. Got final destination with 10k kills with 2 refrigerate 4s, wisdom 5, and last stand 5. Last stand shouldn't be that helpful, I don't think. Yo, let's go Demon Hunter, GG. Yeah, last stand wouldn't be that helpful. Probably better to do like, honestly, anything else. Because if you get that low, you're probably already dead. If you get to that point, it's probably Jover. Right now I'm getting 20 mil an hour with F4 runs. Am I super lucky, or is F4 just goated? I mean, F4 makes a lot, but you're probably luckier than like the average person. I don't think that's average rates from F4, but F4 does make a lot. Let's run back over here. Hold up, we got a vinyl collector. What does bro want? Dynamite's vinyl. Surely I got one of those dynamites. Gotta have one around here somewhere. There we go. Got 'em. Trash. Sure. Alright, we're good. Well, let's go Demon Hunter, GG. Why don't I use Potato Pest for less time till milestones? Well, originally my goal was to not have to farm sugarcane at all. But if I do it this way, I mean, either way, it's the same amount of time. It doesn't really matter too much. But doing it this way, I'll have less time to farm sugarcane. Which, at the rate I'm going, I should only have like 3 sugarcane milestones to do. So in that case, I'm probably just going to use the farm that I already have for sugarcane instead of building a new one. The farm I have right now is only 2 plots. But if I can farm that infinitely, then that's enough. Like, it's going to be a lot more turns, so it's going to be slightly less efficient, but I think it would take me longer to build a new farm than it would for me to just use that one. But that's only the case if I only have like 3 milestones left. How many visitors have you served? 11,000. Did you kill a T2 E-Man with 300 magic power? I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Alpha open with foraging. It is not. It is private. I don't think, is it open right now? They got 2 people online, so no. But they had it private yesterday, and it was, they're testing stuff on newer versions, possibly foraging update, but they're probably just making sure everything loads correctly and there's not super laggy on new versions. Bayou is cool and makes bank, yeah, but it's not like super early on that you make too much money from it. But yeah, it's very nice for fishing. Fishing makes bank on Bayou. Once you get to like fishing 30, or if you have some party members you can leech from that are higher fishing level. Do I apply it to my melon dicer or sell it? Ooh. I mean, how much you planning to farm melons? If you're going to farm for more than 10 hours, I would apply it. What's normal price for Pest Vest? I got no idea. I do not know. Dang. Wings are 6.4 mil right now? That is crazy. Remove Hoppity, I beg. Oh, man. I'm almost done with Hoppity. They just add that RNG meter, I'll have it done. Easy peasy, but I just need the last divine, and then we're done with Hoppity. I never have to worry about him ever again, and that would be so nice. What am I doing on bits, by the way? Got 4k left. I'm gonna have to buy another booster cookie by the end of the day. But for T2 E-Man, I would say 500 is what you should go for. Like, you can probably do it before then, but 500 is what you need before you go for Juju, and you want to be able to do it all in one sitting. Generally. Or maybe not in one sitting, but like back to back to back. So if you go for T2s, then you have to take a break and go do more magic fire before we can handle T3s. So. The Hoppity to max the game, so boring. 2 mythics, 2 divines. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I mean, Hitman's made things a lot easier, but it's still so annoying. If I ever get all 5 divines, I will continue the level grind. Valid. Good Evans, how you doing, bro? What's up, Navy? Got another divine dupe, bruh. Pest farming better to max crop milestones. I mean, it's better to not ignore pests, for sure. But I think the way I'm doing it is the best way. I mean, technically, I could swap to Biohazard right before visitors spawn. Or, not visitors, right before pests spawn. To make sure that we get more. But then I have to go and kill them immediately, because I'm probably spawning like 5 at least. Or there will be some points when I spawn 5. And so if you spawn more than 4, you have to go kill them immediately. So that means I'm killing pests more often. Instead of, you know, like there's a lot more time of me flying to pests and flying back rather than waiting until I have 8 and just killing them all at once. So right now the way I do it, I get like between 6 and 8 every 2 times pest spawn. So that time I got 7, case in point. But if you're getting more than 300 bonus pest chance, then you're going to be spawning 4 to 5. And if you're spawning more than 4, then it means you have to go kill them immediately. So it's a lot more time of you flying to pests and killing them, and you're killing less pests whenever you kill pests. So it's just like, I feel like it balances out between just doing Fermento the whole time and not having to do armor swaps and stuff. Because if you're doing that other method, you have a lot of downtime between armor swapping and doing all that too. So this way, it's a lot nicer. I like it a lot better. A lot less work, and it's like the same amount of efficiency, in my opinion. But think they'll add more divines with foraging rabbits? I hope not. They better not. Like, if they do the RNG meter for Hoppity and they add more divines, then that's one thing. But if they don't do RNG meter and they just do a random update and add more divines, that would suck. I bought carries for Juju, but from there I'm going to sell my way. Sounds like a plan. Still haven't dropped a divine, bruh. Bruh. Spin again, I gotta go farm. This is the way. Not gonna lie, farming sounds like torture. It's not too bad. Especially if you've got a second monitor. That makes it so much work, or so much better. If you didn't have one, it would be so much worse, for sure. It'd be so boring if this was all I was doing, but, you know, I'm reading chat. And when I'm not streaming, I'm watching movies or shows or something, so. Yo, it's good, Micah. How's it going? I accidentally dropped my max vacuum with perfect gems in it, and it despawned, brother. What? Brother, what? How do you do this? How does this happen? You know what else is a nightmare? Bonzo. Facts, bro. But yeah, more divines would... I don't think anybody wants that, so I hope they don't do that. Bonzo kind of easy. He is kind of easy, but I did play a horror map the other day. Check out that video. And Bonzo was terrifying. They made Bozo scary. It is Finnegan already. Yep. R.I.P. Derpy. 07s. Do I give the hungry hiker his food after 2 days or before 2 days? I don't know. I haven't done that quest since they fixed it, to be honest. I don't think I ever did that quest. Back in the day, it was like really buggy and it didn't work. And now it works, but it's just like, I think it works, but I don't know how it works. True, Cucumber. True. Do you also want to get a Shadow Fury, or is Livid better? English. Livid is not better, but it's better for the price. Like, Livid's a lot cheaper, and it's like pretty close to Shadow Fury. As far as just having the attack speed is good. But if you get good attack speed without Living Dagger, then Shadow Fury is really nice, but it's so expensive, it's not really worth going for, especially considering melee is terrible in this game. So, better to go for Juju after Livid. Dang, I'm late. Nah, it's all good. Tis all good. He only... I think he just got elected, like, 4 hours ago or something. Alright, have a good one, Hermos. Appreciate you, man. Once you feed him, you return after 12 hours to feed him again. If you fail to feed him within 144 SkyBlock days, he will disappear from the wiki. Okay. 144 SkyBlock days. That's like what? Every 3 days is an hour. So chat, 144 divided by 3, quick maths. Should be 43 hours. No, 48 hours. Yeah, 48 hours. So if you don't feed him into IRL days. I don't know how I got 43 out of that. We don't talk about it. Oh. Is that 4 times 144? I meant divided. 144 divided by 3 should be 20 or 48. 4 times 144. Okay. I guess I said the wrong thing then. Probably. Last profile got turned before F5. That was so funny to run with Superior Dragon Armor and a 780 million coin bow with SA Dons. Oh, goodness. Crazy. A Reforged do I want to get on Juju, and also which ult enchant? Spiritual, unless you're going to run F4. Then Precise. And Shadow, or not Shadow. Soul Eater is the ult enchant. That's the strats. I need to go finish visitors. Oh, wait. Pest spawned. I'm trolling. How long have they been here? SMH. Blood is down timing. We're 30% to a sugarcane level. Dude. Pests are so good. Dungeon Slayer is the only thing that makes me money, so I feel like I'm wasting my time doing anything else. That's kind of wild. I mean, fair enough. If you're already making good money from those, then if it ain't broken, don't fix it, you know? Might as well stick with it, right? Alright, take them all. There we go. See what visitors we got. Any overgrown grass? No. 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 I'm firing all of you. Be gone. Yo, League with a follow. Let's go. Been lurking for so long because I keep on getting distracted. Hey, well, I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good one, bro. We all been there. Distractions galore. People always say to try different stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you get bored with it, then try something different. But if it's making you money and you're having a good time with it, there's not really any reason to swap. You know? You know what I'm saying? I think pest farming versus normal farming, which is better? I like doing the mixture. For sure. Like, if you're just doing one. I mean, pest farming is very strong. Especially, you know, with how good pests are now. It's very strong. But it's just like, there's no point in doing one or the other. You got to do some kind of mixture of both. So my mixture is focusing on staying in Fermento armor. A lot of people would just wear Biohazard the whole time and then go for Pest after that. They're doing just Pest without Fermento is not good. So the best way to do it is to use Fermento and then keep an eye on this cooldown, which you can see above the visitor section. It's like right above that. The cooldown for my Pest spawn is 1:33, 1:30. So right before that gets to 0, you would swap to Biohazard and then go kill Pest. That's like a good way to do it. But for me, I get enough bonus pest chance without swapping to biohazard that I just stay in fermenter the whole time. So I don't have to worry about swapping my armor sets or my equipment or my pets or any of that. Doing E-Man during Derpy was a pain, but now Derpy's gone. It's a bit easier. Oh yeah, I tried to do a Blaze Slayer during Derpy. That did not go well. Collecting Seymour armor now? Yo. We going for like a specific color set or something? Dungeons is nice though since it always builds. Yeah, if you get bored with one floor, there's 6 other floors you can play. Garden is not the only thing I'm missing XP from. I wish it was that easy. But I've got like another 300 hours of dungeons to do. And then like 40 hours of Kudra. And then we got 30 hours of farming. I do only get sugarcane with the pests. I mean, you don't only get sugarcane. But I'm getting a lot of sugarcane because my vacuum is set to spawn more mosquitoes. And I'm using compost, which spawns more mosquitoes, as my spray. Wouldn't hate a Celeste set to match my leggings, or hopefully to match my leggings. Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be very cool. Yeah, just like running a full set of Seymour and then one of the pieces is secretly like an actually dyed piece. That's kind of cool. Kind of at a standstill. Want to do dungeons, but I'm worried that stonking will get patched by the foraging update. So when I want to do blaze, but I'm worried that my attributes will be removed. Okay, so foraging update is not going to patch stonking. Because the only island that you have to play on 1.21 is Foraging. So all the other islands you can still play on 1.8.9. So you can still stonk in Dugans. They're keeping it that way for now. I don't know how long that'll be, but that's the way they've said they're doing it. But yeah, I mean, you know, the admins do change their minds, so that's a valid concern to have. So in that case, trying to get into Blaze Slayer. Worried that my attributes will be removed. Yeah, attributes are 100% being removed. But, so I wouldn't invest in like a God Roll set, like something super expensive. Like it's a good idea to invest in something and, you know, get it to 7.7 because you will get refunded for it being 7.7. You're just not going to get refunded for being a God Roll. Because, you know, the price of like a bad Crimson set is, you know, like what, 1,000,000 coins? Something like that. Versus a single piece of God Roll armor is like, I don't know, at least 50 mils. Might be like 200 mil depending on what set. But at least 50 mil. So whatever you spend on the roll specifically, you're not going to get back. But whatever you spend on upgrading the armor and upgrading the attributes, you will get back. So I am level 471 now, yes. But yeah, they are going to be, attributes will get removed from your armor and applied to your person. So God rolls aren't going to matter. But the levels on the attributes will still matter. Still be worth to get 7.7 vet vitality on Fiery Crimson. I mean, depends on how much, like whatever you spend on that God roll, you're losing basically after the update comes out. So just keep that in mind when you think about spending a bunch of money on your roll. But getting whatever attributes you choose to get to 7.7 and getting your Crimson to Fiery is going to be worth it. For sure. Grinding Celesti for a special pair of leggings of mine. I think the leggings are in my inventory if you want to take a look. Not right now. I would, but if I PV one person, I got to PV everybody. And there's not too many people on Twitch, but we got like 50 people over on YouTube. So that would take a while. But I'm sure they're epic. I mean, I'm sure they're epic. Celesti is crazy. Celesti is such a grind. Somebody in my Discord dropped one yesterday. It's pretty crazy. But yo, Outstep and Lagari with the subs. I don't know why my audio cues aren't playing today. Is the visuals popping up? I guess they're probably popping up. But the visuals or the audio is not. But thank you guys for the subs. Again, boys, if y'all haven't already and you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're over here on Twitch, be sure to drop that follow. We just hit 1,000 subs yesterday, so we're working on that. And on YouTube, we're closing in on 24,000 subs. Or did I say subs on... We hit 1,000 followers on Twitch yesterday. And we're working on subs on YouTube. There we go. The lingo. It's getting mixed up in my head. Give you a rundown of leggings. Fair enough. I can work with that. Yes, sir. Any reason they're removing attributes? They don't like God rolls, basically. They don't like the RNG, especially for Iron Man players. It sucks so much. trying to get god rolls. So they're just trying to get rid of that mechanic, basically. They don't want the god roll mechanic. They want to keep attributes because the upgrades you get from attributes are really nice, but they don't want god rolls to be as big of a deal right now as they are, especially in Kudra. So you'll still get attributes and stuff. They're going to change the way you get attributes, and they're going to change the max level on those attributes and the stats you get from those attributes. So, you know, right now you can get 8 pieces of lifeline mana pool because you have the full armor set and the full equipment set. So you can get like 80 levels of lifeline mana pool. They're probably only going to max it out at like 25 or something for whatever it ends up being. But I doubt like lifeline and mana pool are going to be nearly as good as they are right now. So they're kind of nerfing that part. But they're going to add a lot more different ways to get mana pool, I think. So, you know, right now we've got like straight up mana pool that gives you mana everywhere. Oh, unlucky, Wolf. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. Think I'll lose like 300 mil if I buy Vet Vitality. Not sure if that's even worth it, but the last time they said 3 weeks out and now it's 9 months later. Yeah, that is true. There's dailies for dungeons. Yeah, the first 5 runs give like 40% extra XP. All right, I got you, League. Did my 20 minutes of farming daily time to go back to dungeons. I got you. The strat. Real. Not paying attention to guild chat. I never pay attention to guild chat. I don't know how much god rolls have gone down because that version, I mean, well, I guess since yesterday. If we're talking about since yesterday, I don't know. It's also a good question. Oh, my sprays right now. SMH. My assumption is foraging, at least on alpha, is going to happen before July since they're rushing for summer break. Yeah, I think that would be... that sounds right. It makes sense. So I hope that's the case. If we don't have foraging update out by the time Fantastic Four comes out, it's Jover, chat. If we get a fantastic, actual good Fantastic Four movie before foraging update, like, who would have thought? Say that again. Yeah, Mini Clue was just like, chat, we need an update, but for foraging. And the admins were like, say that again. Foraging update coming in 2030. 6 minute boot up, 9-year-old phone. Oh goodness. Oh goodness gracious. Let's get rid of that. Trash. Gonna get a mining set and then just build up person magical power. That's valid. That is valid. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3. How much money you got in crappies and potatoes? Oh goodness. I have like 200 mil in potatoes. But I don't know about crappies. I probably only got like 10 mil in crappies. Crappies don't sell for much, do they? Are you sure? I mean, it's in the... if we're talking about all the stuff I just said about foraging, yeah, that's like... we're pretty sure on all that. I mean, the admin said it. So unless they changed their mind, I didn't tell anybody. That's all the things they've told us. Should I get G7, P7 on my cashmere jacket? It's only Recom G6, B6 right now. Brother. Killing me. The crop for Spaceman is sugarcane right now. Alright, what are we looking at here? Goodness. Super heavy leggings with pastel sky-dye. Oh my goodness, that is so cursed. That is so cursed. Sheesh. Would the new attribute system be like a power stone system? If so, how many attributes are we allowed to equip at once? So they were originally going to do it like a power stone system, except like they would have like 2 attributes per skill and then 4 attributes for combat that you could choose from. But they said they changed their mind, and now we're going to have all attributes active at one time. So it's going to be a lot of power creep for things like Rev Slayer, where you get undead resistance, you know, that you normally wouldn't get. But they're also going to make it so there's going to be newer attributes, you know, that weren't in the game before the update. So we're going to be adding a lot of attributes, things like that. But it's going to be cool. So the attributes that are really powerful right now are going to be a lot weaker because they're not going to be as high level as you normally get them to. You know, like, even if you get 7/7 on, like, a whole set, that's still, like, 56, right? 56 levels, I think, on most things. So, 56 levels of mana pool and lifeline if you've got 7/7 mana pool lifeline. So, now it's not going to be, like, that high level. They're going to stop it a lot earlier, I think, and the stats you get from it will be a lot worse, probably. So the max stats you get from attributes right now will not be the same as when you get them then. But, you know, we'll see how that ends up going over. Hope we get spider resistance. We probably will. There will probably be, like, a ton of attributes based on what mobs you do. Because the hunting update, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work, but basically you'll hunt mobs. I don't know if you're going to have to, like, trap them or exactly how that works. But you'll hunt mobs and get attributes from that. And if you get dupe attributes that you've already maxed out, you can combine them for better attributes and things like that. But alpha closed. It's been closed since last night. Smile. But how you doing, Blaza? But yeah, like the good attributes like Deadeye and like all the weapon attributes that there's no good weapons to put on, those will be really nice. Good, how about you? I am chilling. Got an hour left of farming. So we're gonna try. We're gonna have to do one more spray or two more sprays after this one's done, and then we'll be done. What does max Diana bookshelf mean? So Diana's bookshelf is an item that increases your, like, it gives you 1 magic find and 1 pet luck and 1 taming wisdom. But to get that, you have to have dropped 6 Chimera books. So I have dropped 3 so far, so I have to drop 3 more whenever Diana comes around to max it. So if we hit the membership milestone, then I will do that. Bing. How many chili peppers you got during Derpy? I think it was like 3,000. It was a lot. Well, no, 2,000, 2,500, something like that. With free memberships, I did that yesterday. Clown emoji. But yeah, we're up to 10.8k. 10.8k now. I think we had like 8.3k or something before. We got a lot. What's going on with alpha? So yesterday it was closed, but we could still tell that you had to be at 1.21.4. You had to be in that version to play on it. So they're testing some kind of update in a newer version. Or maybe they're not even testing an update. I think they were probably just testing the game to make sure there weren't any bugs or wipes by playing in the newer versions. With the changes that they're making for the newer version specifically that they're going to have to do for Foraging update. So I think they were testing stuff in preparation for Foraging update, probably not testing the Foraging update itself though. But it is a step towards testing Foraging update and having an open alpha for that. So who knows? We could see an alpha for Foraging in the next month. It could happen. When does the new update release though? How would I know, man? I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I had that insider info. That would be epic. Getting used to 1.21.4 by now. I just miss any use, search, highlight, and stuff. Yeah. I think that's going to be... I mean, it's going to suck at the start, but, you know, when there's enough demand for it, from everybody missing things, like some other mod will get made that's like that for newer version. Best money making method right now? Kudra, I think, is still #1. I do believe Kudra is on top. Dude. Friend of mine wanted a color scheme on a set, and I bought the set for $1 mil or $2 and they paid me 50 mil for it. That's crazy. Easy money. Easy coins. 4 out of 0 on alpha right now. Yeah. They be testing something. Basically, Foraging update will drop in June. I think that's too early, I'm gonna be honest. Like, maybe we get alpha for that in June. But I think after we get alpha, we're still gonna have to wait like a month at least for them to patch all the bugs they find, because there's gonna be so many bugs that get found when that happens. Do you have a progression guide by any chance? I'm kind of stuck killing zealots combat 16 right now. Don't know if I should try to farm any kind of money or skills. I'd recommend going for Rift or farming. Because Zealots are, you know, they're alright for money, but they're very inconsistent. Rift and farming are a lot more consistent for money. So I'd recommend getting into one of those. Kudra's on top, says the one without max Kudra bestiary. Yeah, man, if I did Kudra, it'd be too easy. Get the XP? Not yet. We're working on it. I gotta do another hour of potatoes. Kind of crazy how with the same emit setup I had for T3s almost works on T4s. Just because of my decent magical power. Yeah, magical power makes a big difference. They said the most constant for forging is on, but they're just trying to port it. Yeah, I mean, they've said that. The admins have said that in posts, like, at the start of the year, or probably even before then, the end of last year or something. Forging update content is done. They're doing stuff with hunting still. But they're really just, like, half the team is probably working on that. Like, half the team that's focused on forging is working on that. And the other half is trying to figure out how to get all the profile info transferred over to the new version without any wipes or dupes happening. And that's, or lag. And that's what they're testing right now, is making sure there's no wipes or bugs or dupes or lag. Hope Foraging comes with a new mayor. That would be nice. That would be really nice. Is there any mod for fishing hotspots in the Isle? Not that I know of. There might be, but not that I know of. There's not really any point in getting one because of the hotspot thing, though. I mean, I bet Soupy could make a mod that guesses where the hotspot's at based off where the hotspot radar points to, but hotspot radar is the closest thing we got right now. Reaper Scythe is so bad as pure cope. I'm using it. Should I sell it, actually? I mean, it's not bad. It's good for E-Man. It is still good for E-Man. Until you get Term with explosive arrows. But anywho. Just want Iron Man W's. That would be nice. I just want all of it. I want it all. I want Slayer update. I want Foraging update. I want Hoppity RNG meter. I want a lot of things. I'm kind of greedy like that. But I would take one at a time across like 2 months. If we got one of those updates every 3 weeks, I would be happy with that. See, we're all the way down there. SMH. Blaze T5s, dude. Blaze T5s would be an experience. I don't even know if I could handle Blaze T5s, I'm gonna be honest. I got some crazy stuff. I don't know if I could handle it. You might actually have to use like Glacial Wisp for T5 Blazes. Who knows, man. After Foraging update, really want a Dark Auction update. It's the easiest way to suck money out of the economy, but by just increasing the items or changing other stuff. Well, right now, enough money is being taken out, actually, for the first time in ages. Since they nerfed slime minions, we've actually had deflation. Also, partially because Scorpius was around, that helped a lot, but we had deflation, like, big time when Scorpius was around. And when slime minions got nerfed, because that all happened kind of close together. And so now it's like we kind of have enough coin sinks at the moment. So until they add more coin generation, we don't really need any more coin sinks that badly. But I don't do profile reviews on stream because then I have to review everybody and I don't got time for all that. But if you join the Discord, there's a link in the description, or you can do !Discord in the chat. We have a progression advice channel in there that myself or somebody else can help you out with what you should do next. So if you join that and get the Skyblocker role in the verification, or verify, get the Skyblocker role in the Reacts channel for roles, and then you get access to the progression advice channel. I can't talk today. And then myself or somebody else can help you out if you make a post in there. Gotta walk the dog. Gotcha. What do I need to solo T2 E-Man? Reaper Mask, 3/4 Shadow Assassin, Void Edge Katana, I think is the blue one, whatever the blue katana is. And at least 300 magic power, maybe 500. And get like a level 100 epic Enderman pet. That'll help a lot. But make sure to stay hydrated, fellas. Thing's almost empty. Reaper up. Reaper Mask gives a lot of healing. And you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. Dang, bro made 102 mil from the Crimson Helmet. Easy money. Easy coins. But again, if y'all enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like, smash the sub button. We're closing in on 24,000 subs over here on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, we are just past 1,000 followers. So make sure to help us get to 2K. Nah, don't get carries. Carries are trash. Don't do carries. Don't do carries. Carries are bad. If you need carries, you're not ready for Juju. That's how that works. That's how that works. Carries are always bad. Never get carries. They're always bad. For real, for real. Can't handle T2 E-Man, you're not going to be able to do enough damage with Juju to handle the dungeon floors that you need to do. So it's not worth it. Spend the money on magical power. Don't spend it on carries. Plus, it's more fun to do it yourself. Yeah. That's true. Doom, 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 doom. Bam, 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 bam. All right, chat. We're 2 hours in. Oh, Pest Wrangler has arrived. We're 2 hours in. 2/3 of the way done. Last stretch. Max farming fortune? I do not know, to be honest. There's a bunch of shenanigans you can pull to get some crazy farming fortune. Right now, I get 1539 using Slug Pet, but if you use Mushroom Cow, you can get up to like 1900, maybe even 2000. Like some crazy things that can be done for sure. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, I got this. My mom went to McDonald's while the Minecraft movie was going on. I got this diamond ore. But why couldn't they make it the real diamond ore, chat? It's got a texture pack on it. It's gross. It's gross. Disgusting. Don't want to grind for Reaver Mask. Zombie Slayer 7. Do it. It's got to be done. Zombie Slayer 8 would be a good idea to go for, honestly. At level 8, you get 50% extra health regen, which is really nice. But when you get all achievable XP, break from streaming is not a permitted answer. Nah. That's not the plan. We're actually probably going to start streaming more after that because I'm going to have a lot more cool things to do. So basically, right now we're going for SkyBlock XP. When we max SkyBlock XP, I want to start doing streams. It's going to be like stream series based on whatever mayor it is and stuff. And so if it's like Diana, we're going to be like, all right, making 1 billion coins this Diana. And then at the start of the stream, I'll say how many coins we've made so far. You know, just be doing stuff like that. And also try and do more guides and stuff. And we're also going to do videos, try and do some collab videos a little bit more. And going to try to do some videos where I try and get the max of a certain stat. So, like max pristine should be pretty easy for me. Max farming fortune would have a couple difficult things, but I can do that at some point. What zombie would I need to grind for Rev? I mean T4s, because you don't have access to T5s till you hit 7. So wait for the Slayer update before buying a term. I'm only 40 mil away from getting one today. I would go ahead and get one, because who knows how long that's going to be. I think when 1.21 drops, Hypixel will have its own resource pack. I mean, it could happen, but I don't think it's going to be like a full resource pack. Like, they might make one that's just for foraging, but I don't think it's going to be all, like, all at once. Or hear me out, start an Iron Man. No. Mayor vids and collabs would be sick. Yeah. Looking forward to it. I'm gonna make money from Rift at max since I already maxed the Rift. You can start doing time grinding is a good strat. Yo, what's good, Caleb? How you doing this morning? Why did my... Hold up. Wait a minute. My timestamps disappeared over here. What's going on with that? There we go. But, doing good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yeah, making money from Rifts is like Timite grinding, and you either sell the Timite as motes and go for a Rift Prism, or you bring it to the main world as highlights and sell it there. But Prism is better for money, but it takes a lot longer to go for. 160 T4 revs. Do you know how fast T4 revs go by? Are you sure you're into grindy games? I don't know if grindy games is your thing, man. I appreciate your meal. Have a good one. But yeah, I've done like, I don't know, it takes me 20 seconds to do a T5 rev. Something like that. They're gonna do like 3. Probably do T4s pretty quickly like that too. Ironmans are fun until you have to do 500 hours of mining just to get to late game. Yeah, that's what I think would happen as well. How long does it take to max all crops in garden? I think on average per crop it's about 80 hours now. So, or maybe more like 75. Because I've done a lot of AFKing, so it's probably about 750 hours. But it's I'm gonna be at 800 before I'm done. Do have Slug equipped, making sure. Just finished my end of grade test. Yo, did he crush it? Did he crush it? I remember that I would crush the reading level. And everything else was decent. Like, I was usually above my grade. I mean, I was always above my grade on everything until, like, high school. Then I was, like, at my grade. Because I guess 12 was the max. But, mailing it today. Yo, let's go. Gonna see the big brain numbers. 20,000 IQ levels. You'll love to see it. Alright, stay hydrated. Do it. Gotta love it. Nice. But yeah, we are farming 10 million potatoes today. We have done almost 7 million so far. So we only got 3 million to go. It's not too bad. Ref 6 right now, 20,000 XP. Yeah, if you got like a Reaper Falchion, then it'll go by real quick. Brother playing Marvel Rivals? Probably. It's usually what he's doing. That's usually what he's doing. I don't know, actually. He's not been enjoying it too much right now, because I think with the new season, he got deranked a bit. Or not deranked, but like, you know, just season resets and they put you at a lower rank. And so he's trying to wait until everybody else levels up. Because right now he's fighting, like, people who are really good at, like, low levels. Like, last season they were top level, but they're right now in lower levels, so he's trying to wait until they level up first, and then he's gonna level up. So I think he's been wanting to play Valorant a bit, but I don't know if he's actually doing it or not. Who knows, dude? Doo-doo. Ain't it funny that max hoppity is the mid part of the game guide? Yeah. I mean, realistically, you should max it out in the mid game. It takes about that many hours, probably, to get it. It's just that it got added so late into the game for us, late game players, that it's taking us the same amount of hours to max it as it should. It's just generally, if you just started the game and got into hoppity, by the time you max hoppity, you'd be in mid game. But since we started the game at late game when hoppity got added, you know, it's taken us the amount of time it should. It's just so annoying because that's all we have left to do. It is slight pain. Tis a slight pain. What mod is that? That auto snaps your cursor for farming? That's not a mod. That is an item. So this is the squeaky mouse mat. So you can set it to where it snaps to. So it is an item in the game that got added a couple months ago. It's been a while now. I think that was like September, October. Something like that. Actually, was that this year? I don't know. It's been a while. But it's a cool item. It is a very cool item. Doot. But I got 300 mil right now. It's not enough for what I want to buy. Let me just go ahead and buy a booster cookie so I'm not stressing about it. Om nom nom. Yo, let's go Caleb. GG. Very nice. Ooh. Feel like it could pop more. Feel like it could do it. But it's not. It is not. Dang, Caleb's friends with famous people on Roblox. Let him cook. Bro is cooking. You'll love to see it. Yeah, I think we're going to keep doing farming streams the rest of this week. Once I'm done with that, hopefully we get a good mayor next week and it's like Finnegan or somebody. Or not Finnegan. It's like Paul. Paul would be epic. And so we get that, then be doing M7, and I'll go until we get 1,000 M7 runs first stream back, and then we'll get our archer level the next one. I don't know what'll happen after that. What I need a Necron Diamond Head to start M7, just throwing around hypotheticals. I mean, I started it with Golden Head. So, I mean, you need a Diamond Head before you play, you know, like Burrs or Arch, or I think Mage. I don't know if you need one for Mage. I think you need it for Clear, and then you swap to a different helmet afterwards. I don't know. Anyways. Starting Diamond Head. You don't need it when you start. When you start with those other classes, you do. But when you first start playing, you're generally going to play Tank or Healer. So, usually, you don't have to have it. But eventually, you want it. That's kind of how that goes. 50 minutes left. We're getting there. It's happening. Man, I'm actually excited to see this Fantastic Four movie. I feel like, you know, for a lot of the recent Marvel movies, I've been like, yeah, I'll go see it. Like, I want to go see it when it comes out, but I'm not, like, looking forward to it. You know? Like, not that much. Like, when it's the week of, I'm like, okay, yeah, well, I'll go see it. I'm more looking forward to hanging out with friends than I am looking forward to the movie. And I still look forward to hanging out with friends, don't get me wrong, but I'm also actually looking forward to seeing the movie, so it's like a win-win. Like, I mean, I've wanted to see the movies, but I haven't actually looked forward to it since probably Guardians. But the post-credit scene in Thunderbolts made me actually, like, want to watch the next movie. Yo, Thomas with the Euro. W's in the chat. Is that Euro? I think that's Euro. I don't know. My currency knowledge is abysmal, but thank you so much, man. W's in the chat. Absolute legends. Let's see if I can. Oh my goodness. Stop. There we go. Got it. Euro. Let's go. Let's go. My knowledge isn't completely lost. Oh. All right. I see how it is. Oh dear. Am I gonna get kicked? I think I'm gonna get kicked. Yep. Let me in. There we go. But thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. Let's see. I have full traps. I need to grab those. What do we have here? Mosquito number 1. So we are 37% to our next sugarcane milestone. So we're about, yeah, I mean, we're getting over half of a sugarcane milestone every time we get a potato milestone, which is pretty awesome. That's pretty cool, man. It's been over 2 hours and still no XP. Yeah, it takes a while. It takes me about 3 hours to do a crop milestone now. So that's where we're at. That is where we be right now. But we're 30% left to the next one. So it's only like 40 minutes. 50 minutes, actually. But we're getting there. Do-do-do-doot. Refraction looks so good with Furfsky, does it? I don't know. I don't think I've used one since I got Furfsky, to be honest. Should I go for Tarantula Helmet instead of SA Helmet? For dungeons, Tarantula Helmet's better, yeah. Alright, have a good one, Caleb. Appreciate you, man. Level 320 feels like ages to get some XP. Bro, wait till you get to 470. 3 hours for one Skyblock XP. That's where we're at now. The grind is real. That's what I'm scared of. Yeah, I mean, you can get a co-op member to do the farming part if you really want to. But yeah, they probably don't really want to, so good luck with that. But at least it makes money. You know? At least we're making money by doing it. If we were just staying broke, it would be kind of abysmal. Hoping is for the week. Valid. So Foraging update's coming out next week. Real and true. Not copium. I guess I'm weak. I cope for Foraging update. I need it to be hoppity all the time so I can get this divine done. That would be real nice. That'd be real nice. Good Ganta, how you doing, bro? I have a question. What is the question? Dude, this. Hydration. All right, this bottle's getting emptied now. Find it at the bottom of the bottle. It's just water, chat. Don't freak out. It's just water. My recycling bag is full. It's awkward. We're not looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine when it came out. I was looking forward to that one, yeah. But like, I haven't had a movie make me look forward to the next movie in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I watched whatever movie it was before Deadpool and Wolverine, like, I don't even remember which one it was that came out before then. Like, it didn't hype me up for Deadpool and Wolverine, you know? Like, Deadpool and Wolverine didn't hype me up for the next movie, you know? Thunderbolts hyped me up for Fantastic Four. Like, I'm actually hyped up for the next movie after watching that movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was looking forward to watching the movies, but not, like, because of the last movie. You know what I mean? It's like back in the original, like, when the original MCU was coming out and stuff, you know? Like, you'd watch Iron Man, and then the post-credit scene for Iron Man was for Thor, and you were, like, ready to watch Thor or Captain America, whichever one it was. Like, I'm ready to see that movie when that comes out, you know? And, like, I feel like it hasn't made me feel that in a long time. Because the post-credit scenes are planned for, like, so far in the future. Or they had been planned for so far in the future. It's like, alright, well, I'm not going to be hyped for a movie that's coming out in, like, 10 years, you know? But they got me hyped for a movie that's coming out in 2 months. I'm ready to watch that now. View stash material. Are you trolling me? Do that. Thank you. I'm gonna sneeze. It's gonna happen. Maybe. Maybe. Spray. Did Thunderbolt's name change to the new Avengers? Did they make a... I think they made a, what's it called for that? A new trailer for that, I think. Can't remember. I saw something about that at some point. Somebody was talking about it. But I don't think I've actually seen that trailer. Hype does 500 damage on right click. How to increase? By the way, got hype with Wither Impact. Okay. What's your magical power? And what pet are you using? And what armor are you using? Yo, what's good, Thiz? Just got home from college. Hey, let's go. How was college? Did you go see Thunderbolts? Yeah, it's good, bro. It's very good. If I give you 8 coins, will you play F4 with me? I will not. Apologize. But I'm good. Oh, wait. I didn't get the bonus. I'm trolling. I forgot. Give me my 200 fortune. Thank you. All right. Send it. Send it. It tires me out so much. I had classes from 8:30 till 16th. Goodness, bro. So that'd be like 8:30 to 4:30 for me. Good night. It's almost a 9 to 5, man. Actually, yeah, that's the same amount of time as 9 to 5. It's 8 hours. Goodness, bro. Sheesh. College does not sound like fun. I'll pass. I'll pass. About 2 mil damage with level 100 sheep pet, max storm armor with wither goggles, and 600 magical power. Do go crazy. Storm with wither goggles, magical. Yeah, 186. There's no shot you got a hype at 186 magical power, bro. Come on, man. Come on. You gotta get some magical power, dude. Come on now. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Very bad at dungeon, so I think I'll grind 1,000 T1 E-Man to get a Juju. Don't do that. Don't do that. Wait till you can handle T2s. Do you have Shadow Assassin at least? I have to get magic power now? Nah, you had to get magical power like a month ago before you got the Hyperion. SMH. Come on now. I don't recommend getting hyped till 1,000 magical power. Bro's out here with less than 200 and we got a hype. That's crazy. That is crazy. We are trolling big time. SMH my head. SMH my head. Yeah, how did you even make the money for hype? For real. Crazy. Laughing too hard with your reaction. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're killing me, Smalls. Usual case where people liquidate everything to buy hype. Yeah. Yeah, I try to make it happen less, but these kids, man, they don't listen to me. SMH my head. Can do it up to 600. Nah, you can do it up to 1,000. Do it up to 1,000. Come on now. Come on now. Do it. Just do it. That. Do this. Who's next? Okay, where were we? Right here. Hello there. All right. 74%. We're making progress. How to do magic power to 1,000. Are you in the Discord? If you're not, do /level. Go to SkyBlock Guide. Starter. Start off with these accessories. If you have all these, go to Amateur. Get these accessories. Once you got all those, go to Intermediate. Get these accessories. Rinse and repeat. Do that. And then, yeah, if that starts getting too expensive, start recomming your talismans. That's the way. Yeah, I have Frederick. He's been in the chat a few times, I think. I do believe. Or no, I think he was in the game chat. I think I've talked to him in game before. I don't remember. I think we trophy fished together a little bit. Yo, what's good, Sheesh? How you doing this morning, bro? Let's go. What's that / level? Or just go in your menu and go to leveling. And then go to guide. 750 mil enough for 1,000? It might be. Like for the talismans themselves, but you probably end up having to pay more than that just for Jacobus. To be honest. So I think it's probably more like 1 billion at least. Maybe 2. Oh man. We're almost there, boys. 75%. I'm gonna be doing so much farming this week, chat. Holy. So much farming. It's gonna be redonkulous. Tire has returned. Welcome back, sir. Jacobus is overpriced. We need a permanent discount. That would be great if Diaz, like, reduced the price of Jacobus. That'd be kind of lit. Maxed out Broodmother Bestiary? Yes, I maxed out all bestiaries that are outside of dungeons. They're all done. Every single one of them. They're all done. Doot. Bam, 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 bam. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, the grind for 1 XP is crazy. 2.5 hours, still not 1 XP. Mad things. What's up, Ganta? What's going on? Can we get that update? Which update? I'm down for any of them. Could I time you out on Twitch with channel points? I don't think I can time myself out. I don't think so. Don't think it could happen. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. My sword, it's cool. Is it? Is that a Reaper Falchion? So you'll reach 150 bill net worth when you get your code. IRL? Yeah. Real. How do I put this mana 5 thing on cloak? The cloak already has to have mana pool on it. The cloak doesn't have mana pool on it. You can't put mana pool shards on it. Doot. Next. Boom, boom. Next. The grind is real. 75% of his net worth is the hype. Oh my goodness. Chat. I think it's Jover. Killing me, Smalls. Pain. 75% of the net worth is the hype. Ugh. Think you're just gonna be broke forever, man. This is why I say wait till 10 bill net worth to get a hype. This is why I say it. Rush for Hypixel? Yeah, but now you're gonna be stuck forever. Because you're not gonna be able to use the hype to do anything, because you don't do any damage with it. And then you can't use it to make any money. So now you're just stuck. This is why I said not to buy it. Pain. I tried to stop him, chat. It's good, Dan. How you doing, bro? How you doing? We are currently 45 minutes away from my next potato milestone. Grind is real. Easily earned, sir. Dude, what are you gonna do? What is bro gonna do that makes money? Very good at Bazaar these days. I mean, if that were the case, you would have more than 2 bill net worth. It's good, Arksy. How you doing, bro? You look drained. I'm a little sleepy. I slept too long today. So yesterday I woke up at 6 a.m. Today I woke up at 10, and I'm more tired today than I was yesterday. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Ay, ay, ay. Pain. Big pain. I mean, if you're having fun with the game, go crazy, man. But, oh my goodness, you're killing me. You're killing me. Alright, let's see what we got here. Any overgrown grass? Nothing. Nada. Alright, chat. Let's be real here. Are we going to see the live action How to Train Your Dragon? I think I have to. I don't think it's going to be better than the animated one, though. I'm going to be honest. Usually the animated version of things is better than the live action when it comes to stuff like that, to be honest. Plus, it's the original. I mean, I already know everything that's going to happen. It's just a one-for-one remake. Got 0 to 2 bill in 2 to 3 weeks, sir. I did 300 mil in a day yesterday. I mean, good luck. If you spend all your money now, then what money are you going to flip with, though? Yo, it's good, Spectre. Appreciate the sub, man. Let's go. Again, boys, if y'all haven't already, smash that sub button. We're on our way to 24,000 subscribers. I will hit Rev 6 today. Let's see it. Let's see it. Looks like it's going to be great. I'm going to take my kids to see it, too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm mixed on it. Like, I think it'll be good, but I've already seen it as well, you know? How much better is 1,000 to 600? I mean, it's like 1 in 160% better. I don't know. It's like almost twice as good. It's very good. See 100 mil tomorrow. All right then. I need the bazaar upgrade for the community shop to bazaar flip. I mean, you don't need it. It helps, but you don't need it. Doo-doo. Do. I'm ready to be done with farming. For now. I'm gonna be doing this the rest of the week, chat. But the good news is, once we're done with it, we're done with it. That will be all. It will be Jover. I do not take contraband, no. Appreciate the idea, but I'm good. What items can I flip without it right now? I don't do flips, so I don't know. And if I did know and I told you, then they wouldn't be good anymore because everybody else would be doing them. Audios for garden. All my mods are from Badlion clients. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, there we go. We do a little trolling. Voila. What else we got? I need these mosquitoes to be spawning instead of these beetles, bro. And earthworms. Gag. Disgusting. You know, the other good thing about all this farming, though, is I'm going to have so many bits by the time I'm done. Oh, there's one left. Am I trolling? I'm going to have so many bits. It's going to be redonkulous. 42%. Getting there. Boom. Switch from Forge to Badlion, and I don't know why people hate on Badlion so much. Have everything on there that I'm using on Forge. Yeah. It's... I mean, there's a couple mods, I think, for dungeons that Badlion doesn't have, but, like, Badlion has been very nice for me, and it's safe as well. Is a big deal. Like, you never have to worry about what mod you're downloading on Badlion, because you don't download any. Just have the one mod the whole time. What's a good weapon for commissions and dwarven mines for goblin kills? Like Spirit Scepter is a good idea. Yes, I did change the Reforge in the vacuum this morning. I did remember to do that. Where do you think you would be if you didn't drop the alloy like a week into the profile? I mean, I was at least a month into the profile. I was like level 100 or something already. but it would have definitely been a lot different. I mean, it wouldn't have been that much. It probably would have been a month slower, which isn't like, you know, I mean, it definitely saved me time. 100%. That saved me like a month of farming or mining for the dungeon set that I bought with it. So, yo, let's go, Patrick. Bro's got, is that a strawberry dye? I still haven't dropped one of those. I'm about to max crop milestones and not drop a strawberry dye the whole time. Like, that's insane, man. It's absolutely mad. But yeah, if I hadn't dropped that alloy, then I think everything would have just been a month slower than it is right now. Probably. A little embarrassed with my Hyperion stats. Hey, man. It is what it is. Sorry, sir. Hey, bro. I'm just messing. Like, it's your profile. If it don't bother you, then it is what it is. Yo, we just got a baker. Let's go. But, dang, is that a Celeste die? Bro's got all the stuff right now. Holy. But yeah, man, as long as you're enjoying the game, go crazy. Just I'm not inviting you to my M7 parties. That's not happening. Heck W. Yo, welcome back. Aura, how's it going? What's up? What's up? Boom, boom. Wait for it. But yeah, this is my brand new song playing in the background right now, by the way, boys. Just dropped last month, so if y'all want to check it out, there's links in the description. If you didn't know, I write all the background music for my streams and videos, so make sure to check it out. But yeah, I gotta do something new. Gotta happen. Nah, you're good, Ganta. You're good, man. Watching the stream on a school computer at school? Yo. Be odd if you were watching it on a school computer at home. Although, dude, schools, like, give out laptops now? I would assume not. I would assume not. I do this thing where I'll spend all my money on an upgrade that's good, but just not necessary at the current moment. Fair enough. Yeah, I did that on my old profile. But I've been a lot better about it on this one. Texture pack is linked in the description. It's a mixture of like 12 different packs. Furfsky is one of them, though, yeah. I got you, Aura. No worries, man. You do it at my school. Very nice. Good weapon for commission. Okay, I read that. I'm trolling. Furfsky, but for the overlay only. Valid. Valid. I'm excited for when we get like actual like Hypixel, like their own resource pack. That'll be really cool. That will be very cool. Cause like, I mean, they did it for the zombies game mode, or the blocking dead, I think was the name of that one. It was good, Emmanuel. How you doing, man? But yeah, I think it'll be cool to get a better one for a newer version. And the pests have all spawned. Earthworm, gross. It's a lot of those guys, though. 42.7% to sugarcane. The grind is real. All right, that should do for that. Let's grab these guys while we're here. Beautiful. Rid of all those, and now we got the baker. Sure. Send it. What else we got? All the way down here. But yeah, I'm excited for the new Now You See Me movie. I hope it's good, bro. I really hope it's good. If it's not good, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Because the first two were so good. Buying a new laptop with 4050, don't have budget for 4060. Dang. Bro is going all out. Yo, let's go DKs. GG. I was making about $1 mil a minute. Wild. Have you watched Ghost Rider? Like the Nicolas Cage one from back in the day? Yeah, I watched that. I watched the first one. I think they had multiple, but I only watched the first one. The best Ghost Rider, though, was the one from S.H.I.E.L.D. If y'all haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ghost Rider is the best. It's the best version of Ghost Rider on a TV screen. Why didn't Nightbot like that message? He's got a very sensitive thing with, you know, the D word. He had a traumatic experience involving a beaver dam in his childhood, so he doesn't like that word. Hightail win. Oh, goodness. Should I get the Ichthytic or the backwater set for lava fishing? Ichthytic for sure. So I just sell sacks. I have like 200 mil in them for no reason. I mean, if you don't need the money, it's not a terrible idea to just hold on to it because it'll probably, most things generally go up in price. But, you know, if you want the money now, go crazy. Nah, Derpy's not mayor. He got kicked out this morning. Still there on my screen when my leaderboard says he's not anymore? Yeah, he's not anymore. Wild aura. Just got enough money for a Terminator. Probably will grind money again tomorrow for a dungeon set and wait for mining fiestas for a G-Drag. It's the strats. Why is Nightbot saying that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, there's going to be another Now You See Me. They're making a new one. Bringing the whole cast back, except Mark Ruffalo's not in the trailer. I don't know if he's in the movie, but he's not in the trailer. But everybody else is coming back from the first one. Don't even have bank capacity for coins. Fair enough. Yeah, probably better just hold on to it then. Any recommendations for investments? I'm really busy with school, so I'm going to quit for some months. I got 500 mil in a bill and stuff to sell. I mean, skins are usually a good idea, but I'm not an investment guy, so I'm probably not the best person to ask. Plus, if I tell you what to invest in, then everybody else invests in that, and then it's not a good investment. But I don't know. I can do Slayers in Peace now. Double HP was beating me up. Oh, yeah. I tried to do a Blaze Slayer during Derpy. That did not go well. Did not go well. All right, have a good one, DKs. I haven't seen that movie, any info, so I can decide on whether or not to watch it. It's very good. It's like a bank heist movie, but with magicians. So it's really good. It's very, very good. Highly recommend it. The first one's better than the second one, but the second one's still really good. And hopefully the third one's as good as the first one. What pet's good to start lava fishing? I'm at fishing 24. I think Ammonite is still on top. I think Ammonite. Yo, what's good, Bluish? How you doing, man? 29 T11 Tarantula minions goes crazy, dude. Hated Derpy so much when I was mineshaft mining. Couldn't one-tap the mobs anymore with my drill. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's rough. That's real rough. You hate to see it. All right, let's see if we can handle these guys. Where are they at? There he is. Got him. Come here, boy. Oh, do a little trolling. Last one. Voila. Next. Goodness. All mosquitoes on this plot, I think. Cookage. Not quite. One beetle. SMH. 44, almost 45% done with mosquitoes, though. Or sugarcane, I mean. Get in there, dude. Get rid of all these. How much do I have in crappies, y'all think? 12 million. That's not too bad. We'll take it. Okay, I got 6 minutes left on this spray. Then I gotta spray one more time, and then we should be done after that. That should be the case. Yep, pretty crazy. There's some iconic scenes in Now You See Me. It's so good. We hated Derpy so much. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the people that want Derpy are the ones who want Alchemy 50 or like Foraging 50. So he's still a good mayor for those. But for everybody else, he's kind of annoying. 355 worth it for the first drill? Yeah, I would say so. If you can wait that long. Because I think you unlock it at level 5, hard amount 5 or something. So it takes a little while to get to, but it's worth it. Things which are within our power and things which are beyond our power. I think those are quotes, right? Quotes from the movie. Let's go. Yo, what's good, Avid? How's it going, bro? Good morning, good morning. Derpy's over? Yeah, Derpy's gone. You can actually play the game now. When will we get the space helmet? So after I max XP, I'll probably make a video where I try and go for max farming fortune, and I'll get the space helmet then. Never getting foraging 50 before the update. Fair enough. When even is foraging update, I wish I knew, man. Only on vertical stream or on Twitch too. I'm live on YouTube and Twitch and YouTube Shorts. So check the pinned comment if you want to watch on YouTube still. But yeah, Twitch is linked in the description. Made so much more money bazaar flipping during Derpy. Might be because many less people are doing it. Maybe. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the taxes. So not gonna lie, I find Slayers really fun. Same, bro. They're my favorite part of the game. Skip Derpy again. Fair enough. Know how you managed to not go insane during foraging for Derpy? I did it for 2 days and got 4.5 levels and started going crazy. I mean, private island method wasn't too bad. It was like, I mean, I waited until I wasn't getting much XP for most things, and it was like, all right, I gotta do foraging. And it was like getting 10 XP per hour, which was crazy for me at the time. I mean, now if I was getting 10 XP per hour, that would be wild. I get a third of 1 XP per hour at the rate that I'm going now. But even at that time, 10 XP per hour was insane. It was like 2 hours per level. Something like that on average. So, but yeah. Same name is here, right? It should be linked in the description, or you can do exclamation Twitch in the chat and just go to the link. But on Twitch, it's 2_B_determined, I believe. But yeah. What's good, Stabic? What's good, Waffle? Back to farming. Yes, sir. We're getting there. Got like 20 minutes left, and then we'll be done. Rev T4 grind is so annoying. Oh, man. I mean, I don't think it's that bad, realistically. Rev T4s, I mean, I can one-tap them, to be fair, but, like, even when I was doing it, revs were not that bad. Drop Smite 6. Yeah, you drop a lot. You'll drop a lot of those. So I was doing it, still started going crazy. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I think I was watching something on my second monitor and barely paying attention. So that helps a lot. No, that is not allowed, Zazie. You cannot put anything on your mouse that is not, like, you know, you. Like putting rocks on your mouse or taping your mouse, that is not allowed. You'll get in trouble for that. Because they can't tell whether it's that or whether you're macroing. And even either version is not allowed. So they'll just ban you for that. Put Smite 6 on the Falchion, that's the strats. Yo, what's good, Luna? How's it going? Hello, hello. We're getting there. Okay, we got a librarian. I've gotten so many of these, and they've all been trash. Except for, I think I've gotten 1 dedication 4 total. Let me see, how many librarians have I done? Let's just take a look, because I think it'll show up in here. Right, librarians. There it is. There's been 199 of them, and I think I've gotten 1 dedication 4. SMH, that one was no different. Feels bad, man. It is what it is. Let's see. We gotta go over here. Not remember where I was. Spray's gonna run out in 20 seconds anyways. It doesn't really matter. Here from YouTube, let's go. It's 1 or 200 drop anyway. Fair enough. Fair enough. Paid all these pests on garden. I mean, that's what makes the money now, is the pests. Imagine if you max all crop milestones, the next day they're going to do an update and there'll be new crops to farm. They just add in, like, the ones from the end. Chorus fruits. Be so annoying, man. That would be extremely annoying. Can you use Witch Mask or Blaze Armor? You cannot, because they have AFK timers, so if you don't move for like 10 seconds, then they will stop doing damage. Been wanting to get back into SkyBlock, but I have no idea of where I was and no idea what changes happened. It's really proud of the farm I made, though. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it's not too much different. You know, I mean, like, a lot of the old stuff is the same as it was, just they add new stuff to make old stuff a little more efficient, or, you know, strategies are usually pretty similar, though. Just maybe slightly different armor, things like that. As far as farming goes, the strategy now is to spawn as many pests as you can, because pests drop a ton of crops now, so they actually make good money and help with crop milestones. So that's the big thing, is just want to get as much pest chance as you can, try and spawn as many pests as possible, and take them down with a hedgehog and a vacuum. Beetroot? Yeah, they could do beetroot, that's true. Start watching all moves in series once I enter college with farming simultaneously to earn bang. That's the strats. The strats. Well, Witch Mask might still work, but Blaze Armor doesn't work like that, for sure. So, I don't know. Witch Mask might still be a strat. I think if Course Fruit was added, it'd be Foraging. I think they're closer to being trees than a crop. I guess that's true. But yeah, so now the strategy is to use Slug Pet while you're farming, and then swap to Hedgehog when you kill pests. So Hedgehog gives a lot of fortune against pests, and Slug makes you spawn more pests. So it's a win-win. Alright, have a good one, Ganta. Appreciate you, bro. Sky here, what are we talking about? We're talking about if they were to add more crops to garden, what it would be. Which, I mean, beetroot for sure. That one definitely makes sense. I don't know what else they could do. I mean, they could do like warped fungus maybe as another mushroom. But torch flowers. Do those like grow multiple? I don't know. Why is a witch mask allowed, but putting a weight on your mouse is not? Because the witch mask is a lot slower than just holding down right click. So if they're going to allow something to be automated, then it's going to be very sluggish. Remember I was loving Slug Pet, don't remember Hedgehog? Yeah, that's a new one. So Hedgehog is from the Pest shop. So they added, I don't know if you were around for this probably, but they've got the Pest shop where, you know, you buy the talisman and stuff. But yeah, they've got a Hedgehog in there that costs 500 pests. Do you want to see what your farm looks like? Yeah, exclamation IGN, and it should pop up my name, but it's the same as my Twitch. So you can visit me and check it out. But this farm was built from a tutorial from Melon King D. This is his carrot farm, his black cat carrot farm. You just changed the speed now. I used up Strider 2 and 247% speed. But this is his farm, and then my melon farm is also his farm. So those are the two that I watch videos to make. I think everything else I made, like either copying someone else's straight from their garden, or just building myself. Like this cactus farm I just built. I didn't look at anything. I was just like, this should be the most effective way to do it. So let's see. Right here. So I've tried about the time they did the mining update with Hard Mountain from 7 to 10. Okay, so that would have been like last February for glaciate tunnels. Gotcha. Any skill requirements beyond novice trophy fisher for Jobus? Or like, is there any required? Like, you don't need to be a certain fishing level to do trophy fisher. It's just, you know, you do have to be like fishing level 10, I think, to use the starter lava rod. But other than that, that's the only requirement. What if they macro check me, but I'm putting my finger on the mouse, looking at the ground, spamming high with Auto Slayer on? I'm technically playing. As long as you don't tape your finger to the mouse, then you should be all right. But I mean, you got to be looking at the screen. You know, if you're like, if you have a wireless mouse and you're on the other side of your house holding the mouse, then yeah, and you get macro checked, you're screwed. You got to actually be at the computer playing the game. But as long as you're actively playing the game and watching the screen, or at least see the screen in your peripheral vision, you should be good. Do they change pest spawn mechanic? Like, can they spawn in one block now? If so, then my farm is useless. They can't spawn in a block. They'll spawn, like, they spawn on the highest point of wherever they're at. So, like, nobody's going to spawn underneath this farm, right? Like, if they spawn over here, they're going to spawn, like, above, like, on this. They won't spawn down under that. Just wherever they spawn, they're going to spawn at the highest point of that block. So, if it says they're going to spawn at, you know, X97, Y234, they'll spawn at Y75 instead of down below at whatever Y level that would be. How to join people again? /visit. /visit, and then my IGN. Then make sure you visit the garden instead of the island. Hold up, I'm gonna clean these real quick. Dropped a gold pet, GG. A video on making these because I find it really difficult to copy a farm from pictures or something. I mean, again, these ones are already from Melon King D, so I would just be copying his video, and that's kind of scummy. So, just go watch his video. Doo-doot. Free Skyway XP, we'll take it. Watch One Piece, look at the screen every 30 seconds. Fair enough. That should be okay, I would think. I don't know. I mean, as long as you can see it, like, really, if you can see it out of your peripheral vision, you'll see if you get macro checked. So, like, I'm looking here, I can see over here out of my peripheral vision, you know? So as long as you can see the screen in some capacity. You have to use Starter Lava Rod to get the required lava fish for upgrade. I mean, you have to use Starter Lava Rod to get vanilla, but all the other ones you can use any lava rod. How to get Auto Slayer? You gotta be level 6 Rev, level 6 Tarantula, level 6 Fin. Super unlikely to get macro checked. I mean, it depends on how long you do something for. Like, I've only been macro checked when I farmed for like over 30 minutes straight without getting pests. But if you, I mean, it'd be the same thing if you're doing other stuff, you know? If you're doing something for 30 minutes straight, they're gonna macro check you, but if you take breaks and do other things in between, then you usually don't get macro checked. I've only ever been macro checked while farming. I don't think I've been macro checked while doing anything else because I'm always moving around a lot. But maybe a few times while gemstone mining during fiestas, but maybe. Let's see, recipe for potato. Do that. Actually, let's do this. View stash material. Do that. Nice. Bro's got the infinite loop garden. I'm sure it is impressive, but we're almost done with this. I gotta get done. But yeah, the big problem, like, I try not to visit people too much or do profile reviews because, again, it's not really fair to do it just for one person without giving anyone else a chance, you know? That's why on Saturdays we do profile reviews with the wheel spin, so everybody's got a chance. Should make another Minecraft account, give it a hype, and see how long it takes to get banned. It would not take long at all, and that wouldn't be the only account that was banned. It would be the one that you gave it to from, because you would both get banned for boosting. So, unless you're in a co-op. If you're in a co-op, then it'd be fine. But if you're outside of a co-op, then it's Jover. Doot. Boom. It's good, Spencer. How you doing this morning? Why? Because boosting is bad, and they assume that you're IRL trading. That's why boosting is, like, against the rules, because IRL trading is a thing. So if you just randomly give somebody like that just started playing a Hyperion, then they're gonna assume that that account's probably a bot and you're gonna like macro on that account with the Hyperion. B, you are IRL trading to somebody who used to cheat and got banned and made a new account. You know, that's the assumption, is one of those two things. Am I using that highlight supply with Pest? All of my mods are from Badline clients. Good on a break at work. I am chilling, dude. We've been farming for 3 hours. We're finally almost done. Getting that 1 SkyBlock XP for the day. It's gonna be lit. Yo, what's good, Randeros? How you doing this morning? How's it going? How's it going? But the goal for this week is to max potatoes. So today we're getting potato 41. We're gonna have 5 more levels to get after that. So I'll probably farm off camera, get another one today, and then we'll do one tomorrow, and then the day after. That's the plan. Oh, Nightbot got match. Need that Skywalk XP. Yes, sir. Yeah, sorry. Nightbot has a fear of death, so he doesn't like the H word. Similar to yours, 1 by 5 field with 5 crops. 5 crops. Let's go. Yeah, I've only ever done ones with 2. If I had $1 for every mod, for every what mod are you using 2v, that'd be a lot of dollars for real. Come Badline or any other mods are not cheating. I mean, they've said like specifically what type of mods aren't allowed, you know? Like you can't get reach. Anything that lets you do something that you wouldn't normally be able to do. Like all these mods just assist with making things easier. Like they don't actively do anything for you. They just make it so that it's easier for your human to play the game. You know, like highlighting things or preventing you from dropping things that you would normally drop, you know, things like that. So it's not like it automatically does anything for me. 1 layer for each crop. That's the strats, dude. Wild ducks. Wild, bro. Is farming 60 easy to get? Like I'm level 42 right now and it's so slow even with Derpy. I mean, Derpy's gone now. But I mean, the thing that makes farming XP easy is doing visitors. So if you're just like constantly farming but not doing visitors, then your XP gain is going to be a lot slower. So make sure to do visitors. By the time I finish the whole field and return back to the start with the loop, it's fully regrown. Let's go. The strats, man. Man's got the W farm. All right, I got 5% left. I got another baker showed up. Gotta go do that. E-Drag versus G-Drag. Which one to buy first? I only bought an E-Drag for Skyblock XP. I've still, excuse me, still never used it to this day. So G-Drag on top. Helped a lot with contests. Yeah, that is very helpful for sure. Don't visitors only give 2k XP? The bad ones do. The legendary ones give like 50k to 300k. Actually, I think 50k to 100,000. And then the mythics give 300,000. Rather watch grass grow than farm Skyblock. Wait a minute. They're the same thing. It's good, Maniac. How you doing, bro? Switch to fabric. Very nice. Very nice. Want to make something similar for pumpkin and melon, but Melon King's one still turned out to be the best. Yeah. It's a cool looking farm too. Leveled up combat without realizing. Nani? Does Maeve only give 100k? Oh, I thought it was more than that. Who gives? Is it Spaceman that gives 300k then? I swear one of them gives 300k. Maybe I'm tripping. But is there a way to boost odds of a legendary visitor? Not really. I don't think so. So those ones still need resetting spawn. Gotcha. Let's see. Ta-da. Oh, it's so nice when they're all in like a big group and I can just take them all down at once. Except for the one that spawned in a different spot. Who was trolling? This guy. Oh, he dropped an enchanted sugarcane? Okay, never mind. I forgive you. I forgive you. Do Zombie Slayer with friends talking about Spider Slayer without hype is just pain and slow. It is, yeah. Spider Slayer without a hype is so much slower. It truly is. Alright, trash. 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 Please be good. I sold all my fine flour. This is on me. How much do I have right now? Where does it go? Is it in here? Where does the fine flour go now, chat? Am I tripping? Whatever, I'll just buy a stack. Dude. It's fine. Whatever, dude. I don't know where it goes. Anyways, there's next. I was sure about the alpha server being on 1.21, so I just switched for now to get used to it. Ah, I got you. Yeah. I'm excited, man. I hope it's soon. I hope it's soon. The normal farming sack? I swear I just looked in that. Did I not? Am I blind? It's not in here. This is that's the normal farming sack. It's not in husbandry. Like, hello? Yeah, it's not in there. Garden sack? Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. That one. There it is. Okay. I forgot that was a thing. Best equipment for farming. Pest hunter gear with pest vest. So 3/4 pest hunter with pest vest is #1 right now. I forgot garden sack was even a thing, I'm gonna be honest. If I'm on the crops on a lower level and pest spawn, can't go vacuum it without getting to the start point again because that's the only entry/exit. Ooh, that's a little yikes. Yeah, garden sack is it's a recipe, I think. I do not tire. I don't have to do that, so I'm not going to. I get more sack space. Isn't there a collection now, chat, for sack space? But I know there's in the community center you can do upgrades there. But I think is there a collection or something? Farming fortune, it is 1539 right now, but I'm using slug to spawn more pests. So if I was using mushroom cow, I could get it up to like 1900. Do you think they'll add an update and make it so you can fulfill orders from your sacks? I mean, you can already for the visitors, yeah. They already have that. That's what I've been doing this whole time. Clownfish collection, that's what it is. Thank you, chat. That's the one that gives more sacks. It's good, Jar Jar. How you doing this morning, man? Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, I believe I'll check on it in a second, but I think it's just straight up unlocks more. Yeah, sack of sacks upgrade. Each slot, each one unlocks 3 more slots in there. Goes crazy. Yo, let's go Arksy. Why am I tripping? There we go. Surprisingly fun. Yeah, man. Zombie Slayer is so nice. It's so nice. Doing good. You want a donation? I mean, they're appreciated. Not necessary, though, so no pressure. Looks like I came at the right time for some SkyBlock XP. Yes, sir. We got like 5 minutes to the next one. Frames actually increased so much on 1.21 with all the performance boost mods. I hope that it's still good on Hypixel, because it'll be interesting to see when there's like 50 people in a lobby if the frames are still good. Job grind is never ending. There's always something you can do, so I will limit this in college for sure. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. 4,500 mana good. That's pretty solid, yeah. I'd say that's pretty good. Bro is cooking. So you're gonna get 1 XP when I go for the second one, because the second one's gonna take me another 3 hours, and I kind of want to eat lunch, low key. Welcome back, Fed. How you doing, bro? Let's see. But yeah, see, my sugarcane crop milestone, I'm only halfway done with, so I'm not gonna be getting that. Not right now. I'll probably do one after stream. I'll watch some YouTube or something. and do some after stream. Food is skyblock downtime. It is, but it's also downtime if I die of starvation. So, what does 1.21 change in skyblock? I mean, on the Foraging Island, it's going to let them do stuff that's in 1.21. So, you know, they can add like shields, they could add maces, they could add wardens, they could add dolphins, like tridents, some crazy cool things they could do. Elytra. So, I think that's the big reason they want to add some cool things like that. Have any idea on how much it costs to unlock all plots? I think it's on the wiki, but it's pretty expensive, or it was expensive when I did it. Compost is pretty cheap now compared to when I did it though, so, but I'm sure it's still like over 100 million to unlock them all. Yo, what's good, gamer? Getting 4,500 intelligence with 600 magic power. Yeah, that's pretty crazy for that magic power. With sheep pet and storm armor with their goggles. Yeah, that's like basically infinite mana then with sheep pet. Think they should keep it on 1.8.9? I disagree. I think it's very ambitious to be, you know, upgrading it, and they probably shouldn't have told us that they were doing it as early as they did, which is why we're all upset about Foraging Update not coming out. But, I mean, can you imagine having a boss that looks like a warden? Like, that's just super cool. And then there's some crazy stuff they could do with Elytra, you know. They could add, like, we've got all the races now. They could add an Elytra race, would be really cool. Or even just an Elytra item. And, like, tridents. Imagine we get Ice Spray turned into a trident or something. That just freezes everything that it hits. Like, that'd be really cool. There's some really crazy things they can do with newer versions, for sure. Make some armor that looks like netherite, like. And yeah, there's so many cool updates. Like, imagine the underwater updates they could do now with all the new blocks, like all the coral blocks, all the tropical fish and things that you can catch. Like, there's so many things they can do. And yeah, they can add their own custom mods. They can make their own custom textures. Appreciate it, Tyre. But yeah, they can make their own custom textures, own custom mobs like Windcraft, and which I think they're going to try and keep a lot of things, you know, similar to the base game. Because that is part of the appeal, is everything in Skyblock, you know, kind of runs back to the base game. But I think some things definitely could use with their own unique look. The amount of glitched items that will never happen again will be crazy. True. It's going to be, the exotic community is going to be revived by this update. If they do that, they'll have to rework all the bosses to make it more suited for the combat update. I mean, they can code in so combat is still similar. Like, they're not going to have to recode, you know, how left clicking. I mean, they're not going to like leave left click the way it is in newer versions. They're not going to add shields for everything, I don't think, you know. Like, the regular stuff's going to stay the same, but just the Foraging Island is the one that's going to have like newer stuff. All right, 3 hours of farming later, potato 41. Let's go. Over 3/4 of the way done now with potatoes. Only 5 milestones left, aka 50 million potatoes left to max it out. We are getting there. We are getting there. But let's go. Man, what a grind. All right, we'll go until the sprays run out. But sheesh. That is a lot of potatoes. A lot of potatoes. Combat shouldn't be an issue as sword blocking is possible on 1.21.4 with some simple commands. Yeah, so it should be pretty chill. They can do so shield doesn't work like normal shield, but like in Vault mod pack that it just gives stats and chance to block attack. Yeah. I mean, again, Windcraft's in whatever version it's in, and don't they have like 1.8 PvP or PvE, I guess. But how can I make money as a player on level 210? I mean, it's different for everybody, but you can do farming, you can do rift, you can do mining, do F5 is decent. Plenty of options. Besides stonking and mods, 1.21 is better. Yeah, I mean, there's most mods are gonna be updated, but like the people that quit, you know, ages ago, their mods are gonna be, you know, they're staying the way they are, but somebody will come along and remake those mods in newer versions. Like, it's just gonna take time, but I'm sure if there's enough demand for it, then it's gonna happen. So the mods is just a time thing. But yeah, stonking, I think they can code it and add that in, to be honest, pretty easily. If they really want to, which I mean, they've made updates specifically so stonking can stay in the game, so maybe they could even make it so it actually works like intended, like, or like it's intended, you know? But used to the new fight mechanics, are just like 1.8.9 combat more. But yeah, I mean, I get that. And I think, like, you know, they'll still have 1.8 sword combat. Like, that's the main thing everybody's worried about is, you know, like, they're gonna add shields, they're gonna add sword combat, like sword and axe combat. Like, I think it's gonna be, that part's gonna be the same. It's just the cool thing is we're gonna possibly have, like, the addition of maces getting added. And then, like, they could add tridents. Like, I'm really excited about tridents. As far as combat goes, like, tridents getting added is gonna be super cool, I think. Like I said, 1 XP clickbait. We're just doing the 1 XP. I just want to go until the compost runs out. Relax. Make a video on your farms. I mean, again, I'm not trying to steal Melon King D's video because I watched his video to make my video. So I'm not going to, like, just show how to make his farm, you know? So just go watch Melon King D's video. That's what I watched to make it. The average luck, how many F7 runs do you think it will take to make a fully scrolled hive? Doesn't matter if I get dupe scrolls. I think it's probably like 1,000, honestly. That's about average. Yo, it's good, Connor. How you doing, bro? You have a one-of-a-kind item to a museum. There was none like it on the server. Did I make a mistake? Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Depends. DLC devs will be first to work 24/7 like Japanese animators. Real. It's already mods that allow you to stonk in 1.21. Yeah, but I mean, if it's a mod that lets you do it versus the actual game letting you do it, that's like, I don't know if they would allow that. I don't know. But 2 minutes left. But chat, we are now 2% to 472. Let's go. Only 198 XP is left in the game. That is all. Working on Magic Find enrichments the Iron Man way, but should I switch before it's too late, or is Magic Find good? I mean, Magic Find's really good, yeah. But you can swap it. You can swap them all. Like, the enrichment swapper swaps all your enrichments, so you can swap them around whenever you want. Like, whenever I'm fishing, I swap the Sea Creature Chance. Whenever I'm doing, you know, Slayers or Diana, I swap to Magic Find, and then when I'm doing Dungeons, I swap to Crit Chance. So you can swap them all for very cheap. Skyblockers are stuck to the old PvP method. I mean, I don't think, like, giving every rev in the game a shield and making us axe crit them and then doing left click, like, I don't think that would be a good addition. But I don't think they're going to do that. You know, I mean, everybody's freaking out because they think, you know, we're going to have sword and shield combat. Like, I don't think we are. I don't think that's part of it. Like, that might be part of the foraging update, but they're not going to change, like, old stuff. They might add that as part of the new stuff. Because they did say that, like, there's going to be a magical shield around a bunch of the mobs on Foraging Island, so you can't just hype spam them and kill them. So you will have to use an axe. I think they said that, like, you have to use an axe or something else to take down the shield, and then you can hype spam them. So I think that could actually be something that happens in Foraging Update, but they're not going to go back and change old stuff and make it worse, you know? So they might add new mechanics. I mean, they will add new mechanics with that update, but it's not going to go back and change other things and make it worse than it was. All right, boys. It's got less than a minute left, so we're going to call it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow for some more fishing. No, not fishing. Some more combat. Farming. Sorry. My head is all over the place right now. We'll be back tomorrow for some more farming. And the goal for tomorrow will be to get another potato level probably. But I might do some off-camera farming, but we'll see. But I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Again, be back tomorrow, and I should be back as well on Friday. But hopefully we'll have a Monster Hunter Twitch stream coming up soon. So make sure to tune in for that over on Twitch. But again, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. And I'll see you on the next one. Have an amazing rest of your day. And God bless.